Okay, we are live. Hey,
Hey, everybody.
everybody. So I'm Creative Solutions, and we're here with Chanel's Reality. Hey, Chanel.
Hey,
And today we're talking about being a girlfriend is a scam. But we're going to drop the intro before we get into it. Love
Oh, we in here. They call me. She love me.
Okay, we're back. So before we play any videos, Chanel, what is your opinion? Is being a girlfriend a scam?
No. I mean, I think for some people, but
Okay.
in general, I think women usually date with intentions to marry. Not saying that the first person they meet or whoever they go on a date with, they're hoping to marry, but I think women date to be in relationships, and therefore the end result is usually, being married. So I don't think it's a scam, but for some people who have no interest in any of that, or just want to be single, maybe it's a scam.
All right. So, have you seen in your waking life today? Uh, have you seen women that have been in long-term relationships and never been married, and the guy breaks up with them after 3, 4, 5 years?
No.
No,
Mm-mm.
we live in a good reality.
Right. Because I think that the people that I know, they probably broke up with the guy. Like he did something,
Okay.
but not the other way around. But then you never know because you don't know everybody's I don't know everybody's relationship of all my friends. Typically I know when they're dating someone and when they're not, but people only tell you what they want you to know. So
Hmm.
of what I know, mm-mm.
Okay. So, another question. Okay. So, right. What was my question?
I don't know.
So, I think, so you've been married for how long?
20 years in
20 years.
April. Mm-hmm.
So you got married when you was like what, 25?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So before you was 25, I
Mm.
assume that you dated around, right?
No.
No?
Mm-mm. I'm
Okay.
a relationship girl. So I was dating a guy in high school that
Mm-hmm.
was actually grown because I met him when I was 16. He was 22, but we
Mm.
met at work. And so we started dating from there. And then when I graduated, we broke up at some point. I don't even remember why because he was like one of the loves of my life outside of my husband. But we broke up, and then I called myself wanting to be a player. Child, it didn't work. I got caught, or I almost got caught trying to be a player. Okay. But so between the ages of like 19 and 20
Mm-hmm.
is when I was quote unquote being a player. But I had a boyfriend in college too. And so then after I broke up with him, I met my husband.
Okay, that's cool.
Actually, no, I was still with him and I met my husband. And then we broke up at some point. He
Okay.
was he was mad about my husband too. He was like, I was trying to do it. I'm like, anyway, you can't sleep on me. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep on her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Braxton. You know what
Should
I'm
I-
saying?
Okay, all right. So, all right, that's your experience. I think I had like a lot more dating experience than you.
Yeah. Well, that's
I
because
am.
I
Go
always had
ahead.
a mindset. Like I had a plan for my life, and I wasn't playing with nobody. Like I always had a plan. I always was like, okay, the one thing you got to do is make sure you go to college so you can always have your own. Like that's just how I thought about it strategically. And I knew I wanted to have a family, and I knew I
Hmm.
didn't want to have STD and babies out of wedlock. So
Yeah.
I wasn't about to be. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I found my guy, and we good.
But
So
I just understand, but I think most people don't want to have babies out of wedlock. They don't. I think
right.
everybody wants to be in a relationship, you know? That's what
I don't think everybody
everybody,
wants to be in
not
one.
everybody, but most women
Yeah, I
You
agree with
know,
that.
when they
I agree.
date, they want to be in a relationship because that's
Hmm.
how we are mostly designed like that. Like,
It,
that's where we feel safe
yep.
and comfortable, right?
Hmm.
Stability.
I agree.
So, yeah,
I'm
you're
just
right.
saying the thing that was different about me is that a lot of the girls that I went to high school with had already, was either pregnant in high school,
Oh
had a
my God.
baby, or right after we graduated had a baby, like that type of thing. I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I see
I
it.
don't think they didn't want the same thing. I just was focused like, nah, I ain't doing that. I got shit to do. So, but thankfully I found my boo, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, I do look back on it and I don't regret, being in a relationship with my husband and none of that. He's the love of my life. But if I didn't meet him, I probably would have done it differently. Like I would have dated a whole bunch of people. If I knew better, I wouldn't have been because I was so focused of what I wanted my outcome to be. So if I wish I wouldn't have been that focused. So, but anyway, what's your question?
No, I think it's good that you were focused. I felt like I was focused, but I felt like it was an entrapment to me because sometimes you trying to force a block into a circle hole and
I
it
do know.
won't fit, but you
Hmm.
do it because it's like you're supposed to do it, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
So that I kind of went through that. It didn't work out.
Did you have outside pressure?
I felt like I had outside pressure from everybody. You know how you feel like you're living in judgment? Because this was when I was in my
Hmm.
20s. I felt like
Hmm.
I was living in judgment, like with everybody watching you, they seeing like what you're going through. And people just cast judgments, like people do it all the time. And I was
Hmm.
living for everybody else except for myself. And I didn't realize that till later because I was like, this is not the dream relationship I wanted, and
I
I
agree.
ended it.
Mine didn't end because I got married, but I definitely felt that I grew up in that era of um he ain't gonna buy the cow if he can get the milk for free.
Mm,
Don't be shacking, don't be living together, all this kind of stuff. And I lived with my husband before we got married, so because I was gonna move out of my mom's house. Um, and he was like, well, there's no point in paying two different rents. You know what I'm saying? It's like you paying
mhm.
rent over there, I'm paying rent over here. It's like you can come stay here. And I was very structured in my thinking. I was like thinking to myself, no, because this ninja think I'm gonna have sex with him and blah blah blah. Like, cause we were friends, like friends,
Oh,
friends.
okay.
So like when I moved in with him, we was not together. We was not together because I didn't want. I don't know. I was like how you said to a certain degree concerned about what other people thought, like the optics of it. Like even if I said I wasn't having sex with him, people would be like, "Yeah, right." You know what I mean, kind of thing.
Right,
So,
yes.
but we ended up together. Listen, 20 years later. But I definitely got. I remember at least from my family, like I got pushback a lot. They would be like, "Why aren't y'all married yet?" And da-da-da. And I'm just kind of like, mind your business. Which one of y'all ninjas are married? Like, shut up. Y'all can't give me no
Mm.
advice. So, but we ended up getting engaged. I feel like I got engaged like maybe year 3, like 3.5 year, or maybe
Okay.
somewhere around year 4. But I had already told him, you listen, you standing in, you blocking the view of the man I'm supposed to be with if you ain't like, because if you like me, you know what I'm saying. But I also didn't want to make him feel like he had to, like feel forced or whatever the case may be. Because we both were still young. He's only 2 years older than me, so we were
That's
still
not
like,
bad. That's good because you guys grew up together,
mm-hmm.
grow and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a sweet love story. I like listening to love stories because I'd be
Aw.
like, uh, I adore it.
Yeah, it worked out, and it doesn't always work out. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like a lot of people that I knew growing up, they either didn't get married or had, 3 baby daddies. And who wants that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
nobody wants that.
nobody. Nobody.
For real.
Mm-mm.
The optics of it, dealing
Uh-huh.
with different personalities, with different dads.
Hmm.
It could work if everybody's more mature, about
But
the
I
circumstance.
think it paints the picture of nobody wanted you. Even if you're still wanted, even if you look good, even if you in shape and you snatched after 3 babies, it's still to the outside world, even if people don't, in my opinion, even if people don't want to think negatively of you about it, and I would be one of those people, I still would be wondering, like, none of them liked you? Or did you not want to get married? Like, what's the deal? You know, and I
Mhm.
realize, which is why I don't judge, not everybody wants to get married. And some of them, you didn't need to get married to those idiots. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? So I don't judge.
Shout out May. What's up, May? What's up, Big Biz? You over here taking notes? He is funny. So so when I was a girl, so to me, being a girlfriend is kind of a scam. I feel like if you're young and you don't know yourself and you don't have boundaries,
Mhm.
being a girlfriend can really limit you. Because I remember when I was like 24, 25, I was
Mhm.
dating and I was overseas in Japan and I was dating this guy. And when cause I was stationed in Japan like twice, right? The
Mhm.
first time I was there, I had made friends out there. I had made like a whole Caribbean posse out in Japan and
Of
they
course
knew
you
me.
did.
You know what I mean? Because I be going out dancing and stuff. So I had made friends out there. And we
Mhm.
was cool. I never slept with them or anything. They see me as family, you know, just like
Mhm.
DJ Witch Doctor. He sees me as family. So we just was like family.
He definitely doesn't see me as family. Shout out to Witch Doctor. No, play. Go ahead.
But yeah, so we were seen as family, right? And I
Mhm.
remember I was dating this guy, and I used to go out, you know, because after work, if you're in the Navy or in the military service, after work, everybody get hammered. Like when I say hammered, like they get fucked up. But like,
Really?
yeah. So I would go out after work, you know, and drink with them. And I would drink with my Caribbean posse if I see them. And I was dating this guy, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want you going out to the bars. I don't want you going out to the club. I don't want you doing this." And then when I look back on it, I was like, I really limited myself by
Mhm.
just dating him. I should have been dating multiple people because
Mhm.
he never asked to put a ring on it or anything. And I feel like I was like putting all my eggs in one basket when I wasn't really experiencing other people.
Yeah, that happens to people when you don't know. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? Or if you don't have any good influence, like healthy relationships with other adults that are older than you that can kind of say, "You sure about him?" type thing. But it's also a part
Hold
of.
on, you know how I know it was like something was wrong with that because the officer was. I told the officer what he told me. It was the officer in the Navy. He was white,
Mhm.
and he was like, "Nobody should tell you what to do."
Facts. Mhm.
And
That's
then,
why you gotta watch out for people that want to change you or tell you
mhm.
like whatever it is you're doing that you like. They want to change you. I told you I have a friend like that where, but she's not dating him anymore. She's married and everything. But when she was dating him, the first thing was like, I don't like that you like so much makeup, that you wear makeup, and I would, you know, I like you in jeans, and it sounds like very innocent and innocuous, and then before you know it, like you standing at attention of everything that that person is saying. You know, they're not necessarily hitting you or calling you out your name like that, but they're controlling everything you do.
Yeah,
And he was controlling everything she did. And it's just like, girl, you already successful. You're beautiful. You everybody type. She's beautiful. So it's just like, and had that hourglass shape. I'm like, girl. But you can't tell your friends nothing. So, and I certainly don't. I used to. I learned my lesson. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't got nothing to say. Do whatever you
mind
want
your
to
own
do.
business.
I sure do. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. I was just like, damn. I feel like I could have like dated more people. When I was out in Japan, I met this guy. He was half black, half Japanese,
That
and he
sounds like
was
sexy. But go ahead.
yeah, he was kind of sexy, but he really
Mhm.
liked me, and I liked him. So I would go out with him everywhere because he knows how to speak Japanese and he knows how to speak English. So
Got
it's a great mixture when you out in Japan and you
right.
know you tell him lead the way and I follow you.
Right.
That that was a good experience. That
So why
made
you didn't bring
Japan.
home the Japanese black man? The Blackanese man. Why you leave him in Japan, man?
I know
Okay,
I should have.
not
I
for
should
advice.
have dated. I look back on it and I'm like, damn, he was so sweet and nice to me too. I think the thing that got me caught up with him is when I first seen him, and I first met him. He was getting over a relationship, and he was telling me how this girl that got all this money from him and all of this. So
She played him.
yeah, so I was like, I don't know if he's still dating her or something. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But he was mad cool. Like he was probably like he was cute too, and he was nice, and he was like really nice to me.
So what happened?
I know, right? Every time I look at it, I'm just like, this makes me want to go back to Japan and just go see if I can find him.
Go find your. Mm-hmm.
You said, yeah,
Yeah, go find your love. We can have
go find your love.
yeah, we can have this over there in Japan. You go right ahead.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart. Like after I look back on it, like I think for my birthday, he did like a whole dinner thing at his house for me and planned dinner and all of that.
So you that girl
What you mean?
that has
No,
everything right in front of her face, and she's like,
I know he was, but you know what? He had a bad side to him too. He would say slick shit out of his mouth also. So it was a good and bad mixture, but he was more sweet than anything.
Okay.
So Megan said he was a good guy and you passed him
That's what I
up.
just said. Yep.
But you know what? Because after I dated somebody else, he gonna be like, maybe it's a good thing you didn't date me. He
Well,
would say stuff like that to me. Yeah.
he was saying that because he wanted to date you.
You think so?
I know so. It's like saying to a guy, I gotta break up with you in my head. It means you really want to be with them, but you know you can't. But you took it the wrong way.
I could have had like a Japanese and black baby. Look at that. You would
Yep.
have been a quarter of Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been cool.
Mm-hmm. And it probably would have came out like yeah. Yep.
I could have helped him get his paperwork too to come over here.
I'm not playing with you.
But it could have been dual because he could have gave me his Japanese citizenship also.
Correct.
Yeah, so it could have been like,
And you would never know Chanel. This would have worked out for you. No.
Hold on, we have somebody. We got Mahogany. She wants to come up.
Hey, Mahogany.
Hey, Mahogany. I posted the link, so if you guys want to come up, you guys can click the link. I got you. But yeah, that was a cool connection. And
Do
then
you still have
after
friends
that,
that live there?
huh?
Do you still have friends that live there in Japan?
Yes, I have my Caribbean friends that live there. They're
Mhm.
and he's married to his Japanese wife, and they have a daughter.
Mhm.
Supposed to be the godmother.
So why did
Yeah.
you come back to America?
Oh, because I was in the service and I came back
No, I
here.
know, but why wouldn't you? I feel like Japan. I've never been, but I feel
Mhm.
like it's clean. I feel like it's
It's really compact. Like everybody,
really.
you got to make do with the little space you got. Kind of compact.
You funny.
No, for real.
But so you don't think it's you think it's better in America, obviously then.
You know what? I like Japan too, and I like here. But yeah, to me it doesn't matter in a way. But I do miss the States when I'm in Japan, and now
Mhm.
here I kind of miss Japan a little bit. I do miss Japan. I miss the people in Japan and hanging out, and it was real cool
Mhm.
meeting them. Yeah, I really did meet a whole Caribbean posse. One of them was teaching English in Japan. The other guy was doing something else. There's a lot of Africans in Japan also, but they be everywhere, spread out.
They do. They come here too, taking over our universities. I'm like, y'all go ahead on. The Pakistani, they all be in the we already know who at our school for what. It's like, okay, you either going for an engineer or a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're gonna do.
But
Typically.
I have Mahogany. Hey,
Hey, you
Mahogany
guys.
Girl.
Hey, beautiful.
I am. So forgive me. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm in my car.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Is there echo or anything?
No.
Okay, good. I'm not even going to stay long. I saw you went live and I was in the gym and I was like, dang, she went live before I got home. So I'm just now pulling up, but I haven't even gotten in the house. My internet is horrible. That's what took me so long to get up here. I I just wanted to say, I typed it in the chat, but I really want to say it to all you women that are kind of new to me. Anyway, I don't know if you're new to the space, but you're new to me. I'm so glad to see y'all getting along and collabing. You guys have no idea, but this is what I used to talk about. This is what I used to pray for in this space for so many years. And it's nice to see it finally happening. So keep it
Aw,
up, all of you guys. Um,
aw, thank
Thank
you.
you,
yeah,
Mahogany.
I'm grateful. Yeah, for so long. Let me tell y'all, I won't take up, but for so long there was such a competitive spirit with some of the women, and I'm just glad to see that you new ladies don't have that. And when I say it's no shade to anybody that I'm cool with or anything, but I've been here a long time and I've just seen so much bullcrap. I've fallen into the bullcrap. These people love to see females fight, so I love to see
Mm-hmm.
women having intellectual conversations. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about what's that, the new girl Rogue C. I'm talking about LA Project. I'm you, Miss Chanel. I'm talking about all you guys because it's what I really have wanted for so long. And Miss May, all y'all collabing. It's nice to see it's a change.
Aw, well, thank you.
Thank you.
I
Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
know I like to
you
see you.
well,
I
you well.
rarely see you though. I rarely see you because I
Yeah,
met you the night of
lately.
and when they were talking about Angry Man. The first time I met Angry Man, I got into it with him or whatever. And you came on
Oh
the panel,
yeah.
and I was like, "Ooh," because how you feel is exactly how I feel. Because I was like, "Okay, it's a person on here that's intelligent, and she's female, and so."
Girl,
But I don't hardly see
let
you
me.
anyway, so that's why I was like, "Okay, maybe she."
I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. There's a lag because I'm in the car. I hope I didn't interrupt you. Did I
No,
interrupt
you're
you?
good. You're good. Go ahead.
Hello.
We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear
Go
Oh,
you.
ahead, Mahogany.
yeah, and I'm around. Oh, I'm around. I'm just working more, and I've been trying to just kind of warn everybody. This is kind of what I've been doing lately. I've been working and falling. I'm a part-time. I've always said I'm a part-time YouTuber, but I'm gonna start doing more uploads because I find like, honestly, that for me, that's what works for me. That gets me a lot more views than live streams. I honestly just live stream for y'all, for my supporters. Like I really I'm it's weird, but I'm still very awkward. I'm a kind of a shy person. People don't believe that, but I am. And so I'd much
Mahogany.
rather, oh yeah, girl, I would much rather be
Mahogany
behind the
be
scenes
coming up
editing
here with the
videos.
spice. Like, yo, she gonna get you together. Talk some crazy talk. She
Oh
gonna
no,
come.
but I
I love
don't
it.
like it. I don't like it.
She's just
Did
saying
you
that's
say
not what she
something,
would
Miss Chanel?
prefer. No.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, and then I'll listen. I'm gonna go in this house and shower and stuff. But I, you know, I fell into the trap. I think everybody does when they first get here because it's so many shocking things that they've never heard before, and you're like, oh my God, are these people serious? And
That's a
so
fact.
I found myself popping on a lot of panels and yeah, and then you end up fighting with everybody, and then I started getting called a hyena and all this,
Mm.
and people didn't
Wow.
realize how sensitive I really was, and it started to bother me, it started to hurt my feelings. And so I started doing my own content, and I realized that, the people with some sense will listen, and then you just make your own way. And that's all I can say. I have a love-hate relationship with the space. This space is what made me, but at the same time, I went through a lot of crap in this space and took a lot of crap from a lot of people. And then finally I just didn't care anymore. But yeah, you ladies do me proud, and I'm
Aw.
always here. Even if I'm not in the live stream, I always try to catch your replay and hit the like. And I'm not sure if I'm subscribed to you, Chanel, but I have seen I have like, I know one of your shorts came up and I liked it because I was like, oh, that's Chanel. You were cooking or something. And you and your husband, you were talking about your husband. Y'all were going on a vacation or something. I
Yep.
might have subscribed. I'm gonna type your name in. I need to type your name in because I've been subscribed to. It's a little bit. I call her a little bit. I've been subscribed to her for a while, but I need to subscribe to you, and then
But
we'll be all good.
I appreciate it. Yep, for
No,
sure. Thank
no
you.
problem.
Thank you for being
You welcome.
lovely. I love it.
Yes, thank you, Mahogany.
Yeah,
No,
because not
thank
everybody's
y'all.
like
Thank
that.
you.
Mhm.
Well, it's true, and you, but you know what? Just be true to yourself. Just be you. Keep on being you, and people will come around. Like a lot of people hated me. I'm not gonna. A lot of the men hated my guts. They hated my guts because I used to curse them out. But then they started. Then they started coming around, and once they actually check out your channel and see what you're really about, then they'll give you a chance. But on panels, it's hard to be yourself sometimes.
Yeah, I think I've experienced a little bit of what you're talking about, because exactly what you said about you because I bumped into this area. I didn't even know it existed because nobody in my real life
Mhm.
acts like this. So
Mhm.
when I would see it and I'm like, whoa, I would always come or try to come from an either funny or an intellectual standpoint, ask questions. And they a lot of times didn't know what to do. So they
Mhm.
just kind of put me in a, okay, she's a smart lady category. And then I
Mhm.
started coming over to DJ's channel, and they, I think, still didn't know what to do. Like, where'd she come from? And so then that's when I
Mhm.
experienced more of the like disrespect, because they
Yeah.
don't know how to handle you, because they expect you to be a drone or expect you to be agreeable or believe in their ideology. And I'm just not that girl, and ain't ever gonna be that girl. I'm always gonna be me.
Mhm.
But yeah, you can get your feelings hurt if you really take it seriously, or if you believe someone is a genuine person and then they do it, you be like, whoa, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you just, for me, I just learned to move on. That's just life. And this is the internet. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know none of y'all. So.
But you said the secret mission now. Because see, it's not the it's not the panel members so much. It's when the as these other what you call it, content creators. Everybody don't have ethics. There's certain things I will not do, and nobody can say I've ever doxed anybody. Nobody can say I've ever told their business. But that's when it really starts to hurt you, and that's when you see. And let me tell you what else that can happen to you. What they'll do is you'll start noticing that all of your people will be on their channel, and they'll stop coming to you. You know why? Because they're talking bad about you behind it. Child, some of these people is dirty as hell.
I've
I
definitely
mean,
seen
I've
that.
experienced it,
Yeah,
MJ,
I've
firsthand,
definitely seen
firsthand,
yeah,
that. And
girl.
it's like, how are you
firsthand.
smiling in my face, high-fiving me in the chat for months? You know what I'm saying? And then someone is like, hey, go look on this channel, or you just happen to go look on another channel, and they just getting like dogging you to the ground. And then they don't even know and they get to go on to
Right.
the main channel and be like, yeah, Chanel is in, and I'm just like, wow. But I still say hi.
Oh
I
yeah.
be like, hey to my fans. Yeah, I know you're a fan. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
Hey, how
you
you
ladies
doing,
are smart. You caught on a lot faster than me because it took me a while to realize that that's what was going on. I didn't know it. Yeah.
Mika?
Mhm.
There are no. I think it's rare to find like genuine people, in my opinion.
I
I do.
I have found a few, I will say, and I hold on to them like nobody's business because they are rare. But at the same time, because I've been hurt so much on here, I don't allow myself to get butt so close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain rules. These are the main rules. If you follow these rules, you'll be okay. Only tell people stuff, even if you trust them, even if you consider them your friends, stuff that you don't mind other people knowing. Number two is if you got just honestly, like that it really goes back to rule number one. If you have anything bad to say negative about somebody, only say it if you don't mind them knowing.
Right.
And number three, yep. And number three is if you can, just try to keep it as professional on here as you can, and try not to get too close, and that's male or female. That way, if something we call it mad day, if mad day ever come, they
Right.
don't have anything to throw in your face. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
1,000%.
Oh, hey, Huskilla and
Well,
Muskrat.
I definitely will be watching y'all. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, H&M.
Well, we
So
thank you for your.
Chanel, are you going live too? Do you go live too?
Sometimes I go live. I don't go live a lot, but if I do, it's
Oh,
usually if I'm cooking, or if I might just be streaming on someone else's, like if I'm on someone else's channel. then I'll like stream to my panel. But I don't go live a lot. I used to when I used to do a lot of recaps of the Real Housewives of wherever or Married to Medicine.
Oh yeah, okay.
But
I
y'all,
love the real. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, you work and then this stuff here. That's why I don't do a lot. I do the best I can, but I work a lot. So this is like my part-time thing. But I'm gonna let you guys get back to the show. After I shower, if you guys just stop here, I might come up. But otherwise I'm gonna just chill out and chat. And listen, I'm gonna subscribe to you tonight. I'll leave you a comment.
Oh, thank you. Put your channel in the chat so I can subscribe as well.
Okay. Well, I can't, and then it's okay. I don't want to mod. I'm a mod on everybody, so you don't got to give me no mod creative. But mod,
Oh, I
creative,
don't
have to
even.
do it.
I know I got my phone. I can start modding people right now because I don't even be paying attention.
Well, she can just type my name into now. It's the same as my. No, as a matter of fact, I got a better idea. When I leave you a comment, you'll see my comment.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. I'll see you guys. Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Mahogany.
Thank you, Mahogany.
All right.
You have such loyal, beautiful people that come on your show.
I try to be a good
Hey,
person.
Candy Cane. I need.
All right, I'm giving out wrenches right now.
Oh.
Yeah, take your time.
Hey, Huscular Muscular, how you doing?
I'm doing swell. All is well. I got a lot to tell.
Yeah. You so stupid. So, do you think being a girlfriend is a scam?
What is this?
Right.
Being a girlfriend is a scam? Does that mean being a boyfriend is an even bigger scam? I don't get it. Explain, somebody.
I don't know. I'm just asking. Do you think it could be a scam?
How is it? I mean, you got to start relationships somewhere. First, there's a meet and greet phase, the boyfriend girlfriend phase, engagement phase, and the marital phase. You got to start somewhere. So maybe it depends on how old you are. If you in your 40s and 50s still talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, some people think something wrong with that. That was all good as teens and 20-year-olds, but come on, we getting old now. Older, I should say.
Okay.
Well, Huscular and Muscular didn't hear my story, and I was saying that sometimes people could be if you're early in life and you don't have boundaries and you become a girlfriend and boyfriend, sometimes you do things that you normally wouldn't do because you haven't set those boundaries, and sometimes you limit yourself and you limit your growth, and you stay in. And yeah, you could stay in these relationships for like some years.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you can. I mean, we've all dated the wrong person, at least one person that was not right for us. We've all been there at some point, right?
Yes. But yeah, so that's what we were talking about. Being a girlfriend. So have you dated in your, how long you've been here on Earth? Yeah. Have you dated for like a really long time, or how was your dating experience?
My longest relationship was 2 years.
Okay. And then why?
What happened? Did she break up with you?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
I broke up with her because me and her brother got into it. So I was like, fuck it, I can't do this no more. My life is in danger.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not going out like I ain't going out like that. If I die, if I get deleted, I get deleted, but not like that.
But what happened?
Long story. Just a dumbass misunderstanding. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
That's all it was a misunderstanding?
Yes. Okay. That's all it took to fuck up the relationship.
For real? So it wasn't even her fault. It was the brother's fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
So that you didn't want to work that out? It was just, it's just an extended family.
Nah, fuck all that. Nah. If only you knew. So nah, fuck all that shit. I had to move on.
I mean,
what did you do to her?
Did she not defend you or something?
I didn't do a damn thing to her. Come on now.
So why would the brother get involved?
Like I said, it was a misunderstanding. He
I
didn't
mean,
man us, did he?
You did something.
Okay, long story short, one of my homeboys owed her some money or whatever. And then my homeboy called her demanding it. And I guess the brother thought that was me. So he called my phone cussing me out and I cussed his ass out. I'm like,
Yep.
sorry, hon, I can't do this shit no more. And the
that was
man got a
it.
record. And this man got a fucking record. No, you're not gonna put my life in danger. No
So
way.
you ran
Common
before
sense
you
kicked
could
in and said,
even.
this has got to stop. I'm sorry,
You
go
could
ahead.
have handled that conflict at a lower level. You ran
No, I
before you
couldn't.
could even.
No, I couldn't. Creative, with all due respect, no, the hell I couldn't. It had
Did
to
he
end.
threaten your
I-
life?
yes, he did. Well, he didn't
That's what
threaten
I'm saying.
me. Well, he didn't say I'm gonna put you out, but he implied it. Sweetheart, this is the black community. You know doggone well a lot of these arguments how they end. Come on now. Work with me, ladies. Work with me.
No, I just can't fathom that a whole relationship went down the drain and it wasn't even because of you know. But I understand what you're saying. You didn't like that whole confrontation and
He chose to say, I choose me. And I don't see anything wrong with that.
mhm.
You know, if something like that happened to me, I probably would move on too. Because this is just my opinion from the old married lady. If that relationship was strong or whatever the case may be, and it was mendable and he moved forward, there's always going to be tension. And you don't really ever want to have tension with the close, like the sibling or the mom or the dad. You don't, because that's just, it's like you taking your relationship to failure lane, because they're gonna
So
always
hold
make
on.
you choose them. They
So
are.
if the parents don't accept you or they don't like you, you wouldn't continue on with the relationship.
No, because you're always gonna have a problem.
But what if it's not
And
the
that's
parents'
something.
choice who you love? Like,
You're
That's
always gonna have a
something
problem.
that's something I've always wondered. Would you date somebody and the mother, father, or even somebody in the
Nope.
family don't like you?
Nope.
Most people say no because I mean, I agree that you're not dating that particular person in the family, but you got to deal with that person. When you marry somebody, guess what? You marry the whole damn family, from what I understand, the in-laws and all that shit. So
Mhm.
I've
And
heard
you know,
stories. I've heard stories of men and women who get married and somebody on the family don't like the other person. The husband's mama don't like the wife's mama, dad don't like the wife or whatever the fuck. In-laws can't get along for shit, so that happens.
it
How they
does.
manage to
And
beat that, I don't know.
the reason that I say you shouldn't do it, especially if you're female, is because you're never going to be able to compete with the person that created them. You just never are.
You
As much
shouldn't
as
have
they can
to.
put, but I'm just telling you what the reality is. Yeah, you shouldn't have to, but I'm saying that's their first love. Usually the mama, that's their first love. And if it's the daddy's girl, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're never going to be able
Mhm.
to compete with them. So they're going to choose their mom or their loved one, and you don't want to. I would never want to put myself in the middle and make them have to choose. You know, like I've never gotten into it with my mother-in-law ever, and it's on purpose. It's not that I couldn't have been like talking back or saying something crazy. I just respect my husband enough to not even ever do that. You know what I'm saying? But in turn, she's never been in our relationship. He don't go and run and tell her stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a balance. You got to have somebody who believes the same thing you believe. Because if you're in a relationship with someone and they run and tell their sister whatever's going on, or their brother, or the mom, dad, whomever, it's just going to create conflict. And people
Well,
will know some of your business and you don't even know they know. You know what I'm saying?
this
And
is
so
why this is
you end
why
up,
you should this is why you should not be sharing all your business with people, whether in the family or out the family. Like, your husband do something wrong, don't be telling your mom and dad what the hell this man done did. Same thing with him. Don't be telling his parents what the hell you done did wrong. But then they're gonna be all up in your business. Keep that shit between y'all. Now,
yeah.
I agree with that
if
one.
it's a
Yeah,
DV situation, well, that's different.
I
you
think
should.
that you're absolutely right. I agree. I've never shared anything about my relationship with my mother-in-law. For what reason? Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Because y'all love the gossip. I don't know.
No, I've never done that, is what I'm saying. So clearly I don't love to gossip. But no, I mean, I think whatever happens between you and your husband, provided it's not, you're not, or your wife, provided you're not being mistreated and it's legal, then you should probably be able to work it out with your person. But also, I don't like people in my business. It's none of your fucking business, whatever we doing or not doing, you know? And my husband supports me, so I don't have to, really deal with that. But You're right. You get to telling people stuff about your life, they'll be judging your ass. The parents won't like him or like her. It just will be a problem. So it's like, just keep your shit to yourself.
I don't know. I've seen
Good
like
point.
parents that don't like the significant other and things still work out.
Yeah, but it
How?
isn't really. It's not really worked out though.
You're right,
That's
it's not really worked out, but
it's
it's like
like going to your in-laws house for the holidays. You're never comfortable. How could you ever be
yeah.
comfortable knowing she don't even like me? You know what I'm saying? Or he don't even like me. Of
Absolutely.
course, you're never gonna
And
be
we've
comfortable.
seen
So it didn't work out. You just happen to stay with the person that you love.
Yeah.
we've seen enough Tyler Perry movies that know how that shit go down. So
Oh my gosh, that's just a movie. That's not
I
real
don't watch
life.
Tyler Perry movies. I can't.
You
I'm
I
talking
don't
won't.
about
why?
I'm talking about Tyler Perry movies in their heyday, going back to like 2006,
I ain't
7,
watched
8.
them either. No, because
No,
it's
you
so
don't watch it?
predictable. It's so predictable. You're gonna get this man, and she in a bad relationship. He gonna come save her. It's like I can't. I watched one Tyler Perry movie that I liked. It was called The Family That Prays, I think.
Yeah,
Yep, the
that was
family that
good.
prays
That one
together.
was
Yep.
good because it wasn't. I was like, somebody other than Tyler wrote this script, because Tyler's scripts are just, I can write it in my sleep. I'm just like,
Well,
this
what
is what's.
about Why Did I Get Married? How'd you like that one?
Oh, okay. I would. So there's 3 movies. So that one in part 2.
Okay.
But I
Janet
think
Jackson never
because
looked better.
he
Woo.
wasn't he didn't have his tentacles in it as much, but it still felt like a Tyler Perry movie. He dragging her out of that baby Bentley, ain't no way. That's Tyler Perry all day long. But the way she got him and threw his ass in that tub when he was in a wheelchair, I was like, high five, sis. Yes. But get him out before he die. But yeah, put his ass in there. Yeah. I like those movies.
Well, yeah, I seen that other movie with a woman, she caught AIDS from sleeping with that one guy. I forgot the name of
What
it.
movie is this?
That was a
I
Tyler
don't
Perry movie also.
Oh, I don't know
I
about.
I don't remember that either, honestly.
No, and she was dating this rich guy, not really dating him because she was married, but she was basically cheating on her husband because her husband wasn't paying her no mind. And then she ended up getting AIDS. And people didn't like the plot in the script because it was like, people cheat all the time while all of a sudden she got to get AIDS and die alone and become a therapist. That's
Mm-mm.
the movie. And
That's
nobody liked it.
Yeah, I never heard of that movie. Did it go
No,
did it go to the box office? Where did you see this movie?
it was in the movie theater.
Child.
Y'all never seen it?
I think Tyler Perry makes movies. I think he makes the movies he makes living vicariously through his characters. I think he would like to be a woman.
Do you think he wants to be a woman?
Mm-hmm.
He made Acrimony. Did you see Acrimony?
I wanted to watch that because I love Taraji P. Henson, but I didn't watch it because I heard it had like really bad reviews. Did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Did you like it?
I didn't like it because it paints the black narrative of like the woman stays there, holds the man down, does all of this, and then he ends up leaving her and finds another woman, and when he finally make his dream work, I just hate that shit. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Predictable.
Yeah.
So I can't.
Oh, the name of the movie was called Temptation.
It does lead to bad advice.
That's true.
Especially you're taking advice from a bunch of single mofos.
Yeah. Yeah, friends and
But
family.
just because you're single doesn't mean that your advice is bad. Just because you're married doesn't mean your advice is good.
Well, you're in a better position to give advice when you're in a happy marriage. I didn't say
but
I
there's
didn't
no
say
way
a
to know
stagnant
sometimes.
marriage.
I know, but there's no way to know. Sometimes people put on a front. Listen, just like on social media, people are gonna take 14 pictures of themselves before they post it. The one that's cute enough, right? They're not posting when you think about it, social media is like a snapshot of your life. It's not your real life. So even if you take social media out of it, what people want to portray to the world is everybody's flexing, everybody's sexy, everybody, got money, they vacationing and all this kind of stuff. And half the time that shit ain't real. They in a perfect relationship. It's like, no, it's not real.
I could have told you that.
But that's how this world works. Nobody wants to look like they down in the dumps.
Yeah, I saw a YouTube channel talking about top 10 social media influencers expose as frauds. The shit was hilarious.
Right.
No, so we have Black Man is Fair up
Shout out to
here.
Black Manosphere. He's good peoples. I know him.
Oh, is this
Bless.
Manosphere? Is that what he's trying to say? Black Manosphere?
Your mic is acting funny, sir.
We can't hear you.
His mic acting funny.
It sounded like zoom, like like you working in the airplane.
Am I better now?
Right.
Yeah,
Much
yeah,
better.
we can hear you.
Much better. Welcome to the show, sir.
Yes, sir. Peace and blessings, sir. How you doing?
Good. How are
Good,
you?
good.
All right, all right.
Did
What
you
you
have
got to
something to
say?
add?
Yeah.
Oh, as far as the topic, being a girlfriend, um, yeah, I think women should definitely go for the whole enchilada and be married and be secured, under the law, under a man's supervision with his heart and his desire and his energy and totally in it and on board. So I think a lot of time relationship is a figment of women's imagination. A lot of times men just want to have sex, have companionship, and have that, sexual friend zone with women, only taking the real woman that he wants serious as a wife. So I think, or at least to live with her and really, be able to monitor each other. So I think a lot of times relationship and her feeling that she has him and they're having sex and they're together, so this is a relationship. A lot of times that's for women, and men don't really like feel totally and behind your back he's looking at other women and doing other things, like he's not totally on board. So I think girlfriend is a scam in that sense. Like, it's just for the woman's for her mind to be at ease, feel like that she's got something.
Yeah, I like that. So it's a lie. There you go.
Yeah.
It's a lie. But it's a lie to protect you. That's what
Right.
you try to to protect
I
the
can't
woman.
take it. Hey, love.
I think a woman want to feel like this her man, and that makes her comfortable to have sex. Like, you know what I mean? That this is all mine, or that type of mindset. So a guy's gonna say, "Yeah, sure, we together, sure." You know what I mean? So
You
I
guys
think
should
it goes
burst
like
our
that.
bubbles and tell us the truth.
Well, the truth probably
I'll be
is
right back.
that, hey,
Creative.
Okay.
I think guys want to have sex. I think guys want to have sex and see how you respond, see how the woman responds to him, right? Because I think there's two different people. There's a representative, right, before y'all have sex, and then there's a new woman, right? You're gonna get a new spirit, a new, depending on the sex and then how much she wants it. Now the time is dictating the relationship. You know what I mean? How much time are y'all spending together? How much quality time? And that's dictating the relationship. If y'all together up each other's ass all the time, y'all in a relationship.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, I was gonna ask you a question. So so we was asking everybody about their relationships. I mean, have you been in a long-term relationship and it hasn't ended up in marriage? Is he gone?
Yeah, that was good.
I was asking you, have you been in a long-term
Oh,
relationship?
you're asking me? Yes, I've been in a
Yeah.
long-term relationship. Yeah.
Okay, and do you see marriage coming from that relationship?
Did I? I'm not. I'm single right now. When I was in a long-term relationship, I
Oh,
kind
good.
of I kind of knew I was just in a transition. Like I knew she wasn't the end all be all. I knew
Okay.
eventually I was going to be moving on.
So did you tell her that or
No, 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 no. I
so
did not.
why didn't you convey that message to her so she wouldn't waste her time?
Well, if she was wasting her time, she wouldn't be with me. Or like if day after day, if she's in something she didn't want to be in, she didn't have to be in it.
But do you understand? But most of the time, when a woman is in a relationship, she's infatuated with you. If she didn't tell you that, but you could tell based on their energy, and it's almost like you leading her along or leading her astray.
It can seem like that, but she's also got choices to make too. Like if she feels like I'm leading her astray, then she don't have to deal with me.
Mm.
So were you leading her astray?
Well, I ultimately, in my mind, I know I'm not marrying her.
So then you're leading her astray. That's all you gotta say. You playing with her. She
All right.
you
Well, I
don't
mean, you could take
you
it.
don't
I guess you could take it like that. No problem.
no, that's what it is. You just said you don't have no intentions, no good ones anyways. So
Not
she's your
for
fun time.
marriage.
She's your right. So she's your fun time girl. And I'm okay with
Right.
that. I'm okay with people being whatever they want to be, doing whatever they want to do. But just be honest about it. So if
Right.
you
You
but
don't
a lot
want
of
it to
times
be under
people want to
false notions.
you
Mhm.
right, but you want to keep her on that leash. You're doing enough to keep her coming back, but you really don't really want to secure her, and it's fine, but just let her know that.
Yeah, maybe or maybe not.
Yeah, you're not gonna let her know that because you want to keep her
Yeah.
on a string, and that's not cool. That's the part when
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, that shit ain't cool. Because think about it, somebody gonna play your ass like that, you're gonna get played out too.
But it happens. I mean,
Exactly.
I wouldn't
So
spend
if
my.
you got
This the
played
thing.
out
This
in
the
her
thing with
chest,
me. This the thing with me though. I wouldn't spend my time anywhere I don't want it to go.
right? But you still don't have no
So I'm
intention.
not gonna come back on the end and be like, oh, I should have did this. I should have did that. I should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, if you are wise enough to know, okay, she's not a wifey type. She's not someone I want to spend my life with. Then just move on, or let her know,
Mhm.
and then she can truly make a decision. But as long as you whining and dining her, showing up enough in her life to keep her there, then you're playing her, and you know you are. And it's okay, but just let people know if you don't want to be played and had your heart messed over, right?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I agree.
So no, you
I
don't
agree.
agree.
I agree with what you're saying. Yeah, you should be, upfront like that. But sometimes I feel people are just good friends. Sometimes people, things are just for the meantime. Sometimes, like, I
Again,
don't.
just let them know that, and then you being honest, and they can't nobody be
Well,
mad.
what if I change? What if I change my mind?
Then tell
I
them
think I
you're
play.
leaving.
Now we playing it by ear. You know what I mean? If you want to leave, there go a door, there go a chimney, there go a window. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on out.
Yeah, but if someone
Nah.
is, if you are showing them what you said at the beginning of this conversation, your representative, not who you really are, what reason would they have to leave?
They gotta ask her. You gotta ask her. Why is
What
she
is there
staying?
to ask? You know why she's staying. If you're whining and
Because
dining her,
she
and
likes she
right,
likes what's going on, whatever you know
right,
what I'm saying, it's good
uh,
for that time. So then where's the pressure for where's my ring, or are we setting a date, or you know what I'm saying? None of those things are
no.
discussed. Like
Think
so
about it. Think about it. If you applied at a job, right, and y'all both are like mutually accepting of, you work there for whatever, they pay you for whatever. Do you want your employer to be, this is temporary until I'm done with them? I'll just keep them, whatever. Of course not. You don't want nobody to play you like that. Nobody wants to
Mhm.
wake up that day, go to work, and then they in the termination room and they thinking that they doing everything that they supposed to be doing. They like working there. Their boss is nice to them. They're really efficient and effective at their job, but you still get fired. And then you want to kind of blame them and be like, well, we're your employer. You could have left the door, a window. You could have walked out the window at any time. You didn't have to stay. It's like, come on. Of course you wouldn't want your supervisor or your employer to do that. It's the same thing. It's all relationships. And it's like, what do you want out of that relationship? And it's 100% okay if you want to run around playing people. That's your business. Just understand karma is balance, and karma is going to balance it out. And you'll get it if you haven't already got it. But I think you probably have gotten. Have you gotten played before in your life a few times?
of course,
And did that
of
hurt you?
course.
Were you hurt by the women that played you?
Nah, I gotta
You
be in love with.
lie.
I
You lie.
gotta be in love.
Yeah, why
Now,
you
the,
lying?
You
We
ain't
all
got
the,
being
nothing
honest
ticket.
here.
It's all good.
I talked about my heartbreak and tribulations with a half a
like,
You
decade
lying.
like, how did we get so deep? How we get so deep, and then like you just fell
That's
off?
what
Like
happens when shit goes
a
reality.
play usually happens in the beginning. Oh, I started talking to him. Now, oh, boyfriend back on the scene or whatever. Now I'm cutting you cold turkey. He back.
Hmm. So how long did it take you to move through that hurt?
Oh, quickly. You know what I'm saying? There's no,
Why you
it's,
can't sit on me 10
it ain't no
lie?
thing.
You
It
lying
ain't
through
no
your teeth.
thing. It's learning experiences. It's learning experience.
Creative, don't you believe these lies? I'm the
I
old
know.
married
I was
lady.
gonna ask him. You didn't take some time off to reflect and let go.
What am I, a woman? Like I'm on
Oh,
to the next thing. I'm worried. I'm looking. I'm worried about my happiness, not my sadness.
you do realize that happiness depends on happenings. So at any moment when something else happens, your happiness can go down the drain.
No, you just make room for that happiness to come on in.
No, because I bet you also believe just get under another woman or get on top of another woman. You believe that philosophy too?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And
You
let me ask you
constantly
this:
moving.
how long have you been
Hmm.
married? How long have you been
Maybe
married?
you
Never been married.
Do you want to be married?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think if you still stick with your traits that you currently have and your methodology of how you move in relationships, you're gonna have a
Hmm.
successful marriage?
No, I wouldn't be moving like that if I'm, looking for a successful marriage and I want to marry her and do all these serious things and have a good outcome of our relationship.
So
No, I'm not
it sounds
moving
like
that.
it's
I'm only moving like that because I'm not in love, because I'm not doing something serious, because it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not that deep or serious.
so you do realize that
agree.
people's behavior doesn't change like that. You do realize that, right? If you're an asshole at 20, you're still an asshole at 25, at 30. You just learned how to navigate, the employment industry or whatever the case may be. If you're a
Yeah.
player or whatever, if you're a bitch, you're just more of a bitch when you get older. People don't really change like that. So this
With
idea that
the
I'm out here
pathway.
playing until I find the right one, it's false. It's a falsehood. No, you're not. You're not playing. You really either are not serious about ever being in a relationship, or you are serious about being in a good relationship, but you're not going to be able to change your character once you get in that good relationship. You may be able to fool her on the front end and kind of make her think, oh, she's so grand because you bought her a ring and maybe y'all moved in the house. But it's going to be who you really are is going to come out at some point in that relationship. It's just a fact. You ain't gonna be able to hide that for long. So whatever your mindset is and how you view women now, and how you can play them and throw them away and move on to the next so easily, like Creator said, without reflecting and realizing maybe could I done something better. It's not going to change because you got a wifey, because she's sexy and she listens to you or whatever the case may be. You're eventually going to treat her poorly too.
I love women, but if you say so.
We're just saying you got to be the person that you want to be now. It doesn't come later.
Right.
That's
I, I,
that's
I hear you. I hear you.
So you either a good guy now or you were never a good guy. And that's not to say you can't change. It's just highly unlikely. People don't change for the
I'm
most part.
no, no, no. No. I'm always a good guy. Every woman I get into, she gets my money, she gets my time. If I'm there, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? And
So you
that's
just
not
never been in
that
love?
can't be fake. What do you say?
So you just never been in love?
Exactly. I've never been in love, and so
So you've been
I
in
don't.
lust most of the time, lust mode.
I've been in friendships. I've been in situationships, friends with benefits. I've been in
Okay,
friendships.
well, been there, done that. So you're not alone, sir.
and it
It's
was
all
never
good, bro.
love.
It's all good, bro. No, I've
So
never been
you
in love. No.
are you
As
are
much
you
as
in
I
a
want to see
relationship right
men,
now?
oh, go
How
ahead.
do you know what love is? That's a good question. If you
I think it's an extreme feel. I think it's a deep feeling. I don't know if I could really express it. I just know it would be a deep feeling of I really honor, adore, cherish this woman. I want to live and die for her. I just think she's, just that great that I want to be that great for her and with her and keep her greatness up.
okay? Well, you saying you never felt that for anyone yet that you have ever
No.
met?
So
Mm-mm.
what's your type? If you could say, okay, this is the type of woman I would want, what would she be like? What would be her characteristics?
Like I said, loving, nurturing, warm, affectionate, um,
Can she be a boss bitch?
caretaker, caregiving.
Can she be a boss bitch? Like, can she have a bigger career than you?
Yeah, I don't mind. That's never. I'm not offended by any of those type of things. No. her characteristics and who she is who she is. Her
So
job is
what's
her
the
job.
character that you're looking for? Because I heard a lot of other things.
What you say?
What kind of
He
character
said
are you looking for
affectionate.
in a woman? Like what's some characteristic traits that you're looking for?
Hard worker. Just I don't know. My thing is more like I want to nurture. I want to take care of her as an affectionate woman, as a loving, caring woman, as a a woman that's when she's down, she's loyal, she's down with you, and things of that nature.
Okay. What about honesty and
Of course, without a doubt, giving trustworthy, honest. I mean, all those good things and good traits that anybody would want.
you know what? I give you a high five because you yet to say I need her to look good and have a big booty. So
Yeah,
But a
nah.
lot. So
You funny.
I give you
Nah,
a
that's like a given, or that's like that's just already there. It's more
We
about
didn't
the
ask
inner
him.
woman.
We didn't ask him that. We asked him about the characteristics. So who she is as a
Right,
person.
right.
no, because most guys would be like, "Oh, I just want a nice girl that got a big butt and a nice face." Like I'll be like, I just
But I
don't
don't
like.
think that
Nah,
I don't think that's accurate for men that actually do want marriage. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
agree.
everybody wants somebody that looks good to them, that they're attracted to. Because at the end of the day, you
right.
gotta look at their ass. You know what I mean? You gotta be attracted to them. But I think fundamentally they want some of the, other things, which is, she's gonna be loyal, she's God fearing, that type of thing. Probably would be a good mother. I think that's what they would want. I don't know if that's what they deserve. Some of the ninjas out here, I don't know if they deserve that. But we could all reach for the stars, right? So,
That's
how old are
right.
you, Mr. Blackson Fair? What's your name?
I'm closing in on 50.
Oh, and do you have kids?
No, ma'am.
Do you want kids?
Absolutely.
Well, you might need to get to it, sir, because you're gonna be 85 and your child gonna be 20.
Hey, I hear you. I can't wait.
You say you can't wait?
Yeah, he wants to. He says it sounds like he's saying he wants to be married to a good lady and he wants to have kids.
Yeah.
He just
You,
haven't found her yet. Well,
you
where do
almost
you look? Do you go on like those ads or what are those apps or whatever? Do you go on the app
the dating apps online. Do you
Dating
have
app.
you tried the dating apps?
or do you date like
Yeah.
people you meet at the Starbucks?
Yeah, I try not to date a lot, you know what I mean? I don't like to do a lot of dating and whining and dining and all that things. I like to just meet up with people or just get to know people, get a friendship going, and then get something going from there.
So you don't want to date them. Do you expect to have sex with them?
Oh, of course.
So you want to have sex with her, but you don't want to put in any other type of thing. You just want to have sex with your friends.
Right, absolutely.
Okay.
I have no comments.
I never require money or time, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like mutual time spent. Like when she's horny or when I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like just mutual time spent. Like I'm no pushing, no shoving, no, stressing anybody out, just mutual time.
Okay. Well, good luck. I hope you find who you're looking for. I hope you find your perfect match.
I appreciate you, hon. Thank you.
Yep.
I do too.
Me too.
We have
Yes,
Artie to
indeed.
the stage.
Hey, Artie.
What's going on?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. That was me in the chat if you was wondering.
That was what?
That was him in the chat.
That was me in the chat.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
So what do you have to add to the conversation, Mr. Artie?
Well, first off, just how y'all doing? I'm a YouTuber myself, and I was just doing some other little work, and I found, you know how YouTube is. They suggest any type of video. Not saying y'all video type, but they'll suggest. I literally got a Mr. Beast video, and I don't watch none of that goofy, type stuff. But and I just saw the live, and I clicked on it, so it was an interesting title. So kudos for that. But as far as like the title, as far as like the subject that you're talking about, the girlfriend being the scam, I don't think it's. Well, let me preface this. I'm married, right? I'm 37. I'm married, and I have 3 kids. They're all girls. So I may have a different perspective than most people because 1, I'm married, and 2, I have girls, and I'm black. So, as far as a girlfriend, the situation it being a scam, I don't necessarily believe it to be a scam. I just believe that me personally, I think everybody in the world has the misconception that what they want or what they think they deserve is what they should get. So let me kind of break it down a little bit. I don't believe no man or woman deserves love, deserves intimacy, deserves to have kids, deserves anything. I don't believe in just the word deserve. So we all live our lives and we make decisions. Some decisions are made for us, like our parents were African and we were born in the African country or from a different race or things like that. Things were made for us. So I don't think nobody deserves anything. With that being said, a girlfriend, it's not necessarily a scam, you know what I mean? But if a girlfriend wants to be a wife, she has to do everything in her power to become a wife, meaning everything that the guy wants to kind of have as a wife. And same goes for the guys. Like I'm not gonna be somebody who's like one sided about it. So the guy has to do everything to try to get the girl to want to be with him or want to take him seriously. I just don't like the perspective that people have with when it comes to thinking that they deserve stuff. Because that's where every single issue, in my opinion, stems from. You think like a woman may, all the talk online is they want a six-figure guy. It's like nobody, dudes can't even guarantee that they live tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? You could literally be born in a city like Chicago, walk down the street minding your business and be gone like that. So how can a woman just say I deserve like a six-figure man and the same goes for the guy? A guy can't just say I deserve a bad chick, like I deserve a this, that, and the fourth. It's like, dude, you're not even in full control of your life. So that's I know it's kind of like a deeper thing, but I just wanted to throw that in there, if that makes sense at all. I don't want to like mess up the vibe, but hopefully like you track what I'm saying. I just think that that's where every issue that men and women have stems from, and this is coming from a married man, so it's not like I'm some nihilist or anything like that. I do believe in God and things, but I just think that people believe that what they want is what they're going to get out of life, and that's where every issue with love, relationships, how much money you make, your job, your friends, family, like all that stuff stems from your expectation that you're deserving of something.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Well, you want to go first, creative?
I'll go first. So
Okay.
I don't know if the word deserving is a good word. I think maybe a better word to use is maybe no expectations. You shouldn't have the expectation of being a wife because like you said, you don't know what's going to happen. But if somebody is planning on becoming a wife, they let's just be honest. If a woman is dating a man and she's been with him for over 6 months, she wants to be your girlfriend. She wants to be in your life because she's still dating you. I
Yeah,
don't think she just there just to be there. And it's and I don't like when you tell somebody what they deserve, it's like who are you to say what somebody else's deserve?
yeah. I
So
totally.
but you I think the best word is you should hope to get the marriage, but I think you should walk like there's no expectations. You don't know what you are walking into, and you should have a plan if that doesn't arise.
Yeah, that's ultimately kind of what I'm saying because
Okay.
I believe that if a girl like if a girl's dealing with a guy, she may have that want or she kind of really needs to, maybe she needs to have a man, right? Or maybe she really wants to be with said man. But if there is no conversation or there is no um, kind of like back and forth about it or no plans about it or no like hard contract or anything, there's no on a dotted line. Like you can't really expect to be a woman, in my opinion, can't expect to be a man's wife. No different than a man can expect to have a girlfriend or get a wife. So it's not like I don't make like content or stuff like that going either way. It's I just believe across the board, like a woman. should not expect to just become a man's wife. She should strive for it if that's I'm not saying she shouldn't want it. I want everybody to have what they want in their life, but I'm thinking you have to communicate that and you have to actually go get it because if you want something from somebody, they still have the right to give it to you or not give it to you. Now, I don't want people having to make hard decisions in their life, but people are going to have to make hard decisions in their life, and that's one of them. Like if I'm dealing with a girl 6 months, she wants a ring, I'm not going to give it to her, or I know I'm not going to give it to her. Like the guy said, I will be upfront about it, but if she accepts me telling her like, "Hey, I'm not giving you a ring," and she decides to go on past that, she's in full acknowledgement of it. She thinks, "Oh, I didn't know her way out of it." So that's how I look
Okay,
at it.
I have another question for you. What do you say to the men who desire these beautiful women and they go get the money, they have everything lined up to go date that woman and
Like
to potentially wife her? What say you about that?
they don't deserve shit either. What the hell they do?
I love it.
What, like, like they don't deserve it either. I'm not saying like when I say deserve, I'm saying like you have a expectation that something is supposed to happen when literally life itself is not supposed to happen. So um I'm blind in one eye, right? So I have an expectation as a kid. I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna always see. I'm not gonna have any illnesses with my vision, or I'm not gonna ever get turned down, or I'm gonna make the basketball team, or I'm gonna get Susie Red Pants to date me, or whatever like that. I can't have that expectation as a kid because
Okay,
life.
Artie, I got another one. I think you're almost coming from a spiritualist standpoint where you go with the flow and what happens happens. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, then oh well. Is that your stance?
No, I'm no like yeah. It's weird and confusing, but I'll try to make it more clear. I'm saying that you have to go for what you want. Yes, in the sense, if it happens partially, but you actually have to go for what you want. A lot of people don't do that, and I'm noticing it in these conversations with these videos online. Like a lot of men don't do it, a lot of women don't do it in the opposite way. So, for instance, I have friends, right, and I was in a group chat with my friends, and we're all around the same age, and all these niggas want to do is talk about smoking weed and doing nothing, like pulling up, going to parties and stuff like that. Like I told you, I'm married with kids, and half them do. They all got kids too, but they don't want what I want. So I can't make them want what I want, and I can't try to get them collectively together to do something bigger than themselves, as I've done before. So I have to make the decision to do something different. Now, will I hit my goal or whatever I do? I don't know. Hopefully, I do, but I don't know. But I am going to go that way. And it has to be the same thing has to be for women. If women want a relationship or marriage, okay, cool. What are the things that this man or the specific man I want to get that relationship from wants? Now, she has the option to do them or not do them, and she can do them and still not get what she wants. She has to accept that, but she has to be honest and say, "Well, I am going to do this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go in that direction. If I get it, thank God. If I don't get it, you know, I didn't get it." It's the same with the guy. The guy can make $100,000 if he be 5'6" and he want to date Rihanna or whoever, and he gets in the same room with her and says, "Hey, I got the money, I got the car, I got the job," and she say, "Well, that's his answer right there. Does he switch up or do something different? Hopefully, but that's what I'm saying. If that makes any sense."
So if you were dating a young lady, if you weren't married or whatever, and you were dating this young lady and you're treating her right, you're being respectful, you support her, you do all of the things, you don't think you deserve to be in a relationship with her?
No,
Okay.
why not? Do you deserve to wake up tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you gotta know you worthy.
You got
Am
the wrong
worthy.
channel because I
It's
deserve
you
all the
worthy.
Chanel at the
Yeah,
store.
I am worthy. Are you worthy, Chanel?
Absolutely.
You are worthy. I believe you are worthy. I
Yeah.
said you deserve it. You can't, and like that's why I use that word and I say it kind of like often or repeatedly because I'm trying to drive home the fact that you don't control things in your life. Like you don't even control
So
your life
Artie,
itself.
you kind of contradicted yourself because I flipped it around and I asked you that same thing. I asked you, are you spiritual? Do you just go with the flow of life? You go with the intentions of it happening. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, then it's okay, and you just keep going. And then you said, no, that's not it. And then you turned around and you said, if I am married and and me and my friends, they doing this, and you said something about how if you want to be married or you want to do this, you got to put forth the actions and put forth the work. So,
Yeah,
and I'm
but
like, if you're putting forth the
don't.
actions and the work, you're trying to achieve something. And more times than not, that's the reason why you're doing it. And
Yeah,
eventually you're going to achieve it. So it's
no,
like, I don't understand this whole worthy, and you don't, if it happens, you don't know you're not worthy. I don't understand that. Before you put the actions and you try to do it, you have to know that you're worthy. Because if you're not worthy, why you acting on that? Like, why are you even trying?
yeah, but you can still not get what you want. There's millions of kids every day
So
that
that's just saying
graduate.
you don't, like you said earlier about control. You don't have control of it, but your confidence says that I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, well, that's good and all, but at the end of the day, you still don't control if that happens for you. You can go balls to the wall and get it. I can work out every day the rest of my life as hard as Arnold Schwarzenegger and still not win a competition or whatever you want. Like I'm not in control of if it happens. I'm in control of what I do to try to make it happen. And that's what I'm gonna try to control. Now, if it happens, great. Like I said, I want everybody to get what they want. I want the woman who deals with the guy 6 months to get the relationship. I'm just saying, in my opinion, for her to have that, like saying this, I'm deserving of it. It puts the onus on like something given to her that she can't control. Like she can't control if it happens. I can't control if I wake up tomorrow. I can't control what happens tomorrow. But I can do everything in my power to make sure that happens. But at the end of the day, I'm still not in control of it. So if a girl wants to be in a relationship or get married, do everything that to the best of your knowledge, right? Get knowledgeable about what it can take to get that and go do that. But at the end of the day, realize you may still never get it, especially with like consider marriage, right? You can be the most beautiful woman, ladylike, not on the internet, all that. And guys will still look at you a certain way, even if you never present yourself that way, even if you don't hang around those said people, and you may never get an opportunity or something, even though you may be worthy of it. And I believe that woman in this example is worthy of it. But what I'm saying is, I can't guarantee that she gets what she wants. I think the expectation of in life itself is where it starts that we're going to get all these things in life. And that's why I say,
I
like,
mean,
take the expectation out of it, then you can actually just deal with the moment and you can deal with what you want to do to try to get it.
Okay. So I want to move this conversation along, this conversation. So I have a question, right, for you guys. Do you think that, like, this will go for both men and women, do you think that men and women should date multiple people until the person pop the question? What say you?
Money often, though. Or who's going? Who's going?
Who wants to go first?
Let's go.
I was talking a lot. I was just assuming somebody else wanted to go in. Yeah.
Hustle,
Okay.
did you get my question?
yeah, go ahead, Hustle.
Should both sexes, men and women, should they date multiple people until one of them pop the question and takes them seriously? Because it allows competition, it allows you to think methodically, and allows you to, pick wisely and hopefully, pick faster. So go ahead.
I'm
Let's
not.
say you.
I'm not competing with nobody.
Me neither.
Nobody is talking about competition.
You just
You
said
just said
competition.
competition, sweetheart. Come on
Oh,
now.
I did.
You
Okay,
did.
okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Oh, competition. But
It
it
creates
goes for
competition.
both. It goes for both the men and the women. But you don't know who they're
I
dating.
say if
So
you're
all
gonna
you gotta
date,
do
I
is
don't
just show
care
up
who
and
she's dating. I care about if she's treating me. I'm looking at the time and that she's putting into me. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I'm not worried about nothing else going on in her life. I'm timing her on my clock.
So should
Okay.
she date?
So
Should she date a whole bunch of guys while she's dating you? Since you haven't,
She should do whatever she wants. She shouldn't be telling me nothing I don't want to hear and trying to be with me.
Okay. So would you be shocked
well,
if you dated this lady for a year and then she dumped you because she found the other guy and he popped the question? Would you be frustrated, mad, angry, or do you feel like you deserved to at least know?
I wouldn't let her date. If I'm serious about her, I wouldn't let her date me for a year and all of this
Let
extra stuff. I
what
would
is
be right.
how you letting somebody do something? They grown.
I'm popping the question. I'm taking the lead. Like she gotta, you know what I mean? Like
I don't believe you.
I just said if I'm taking her serious, I'm not letting her date me for a year. I'm serious about her. I
Sir,
want to do something right now.
sir, you almost
there you go.
50 and you ain't taking enough people seriously. You have never been married. So what makes you think why would I believe that now
Are
suddenly
you
you
putting
gonna
me in a
find
hypothetical
yeah,
situation?
it's
What's the
hypothetical.
hypothetical? Okay, what's the hypothetical situation?
So if you've been dating all these years, you're just some random man, right? And you've been dating for 50 years and you never popped the question because you I guess never found nobody worthy enough or whatever the case may be.
Right, but in
Then
this
why would
case,
you
I'm
suddenly
serious about her. In this case, in this
okay,
scenario,
so you
in
serious.
this scenario, I'm serious about her. I'm not letting her draw me out for some
Okay, so
time that I don't want to
let
be
me
in.
ask you, what would make you be serious?
That I'm serious about that. I could see she wants to. But first of all, it's where I'm going in life, right? I want to be a father. I want to get married. So I'm seeing that she's serious about being a mother. She's serious about settling down. And she's putting that time and energy into me, into letting me know that and making sure I know that. And
So all
so,
she has to
I'm
do
not
is say
letting
she's serious.
right. And I could see that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Okay.
going right in. You know what I mean?
Are you
Okay.
doing that now? You said he's 50, right?
No, he not.
No, that was in the hypothetical situation.
Oh, yeah, I was just asking. You said you was 50, like you said. So
No,
would you get married
he
at
not
50?
serious. Mm-mm.
Do you hear me? Would you get married at 50?
I
You
would
could
get
get
married
married at
before that.
50.
I'll
There's
get
nothing
married
wrong with
tomorrow.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I ain't on it. I was just asking.
No,
No
I was
doubt.
saying
I
I don't
got you.
see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I got you.
So what say you, Mr. Huscular Muscular? You think people should date until someone pops the question?
if you're
Multiple
gonna
people?
date, you need to do it carefully. Because we all know what go down when you got women dating multiple men.
What
Sometimes
goes
it
down when women are dating multiple men?
leads to sex and too many emotional attachments, thus making it
Oh,
harder for you to even want to be attached to just one person.
no,
Compare
because they
that,
got all this competition. Go ahead, I'm listening.
compare that to the men who can date multiple women with no emotional attachments. Nothing, they just smash, dash, and then put her in the trash, and that's it.
There we
But
go.
when a,
Tell us how you truly feel.
what?
You be saying the
So
most.
so you think that women can't have sex without having an emotional attachment?
Fuck no. And if you can, salute to you, but come on. This is what
I'm gonna need you to
separates
come out of 1920, sir.
it's
It's a
I
whole bunch of
know, for
around here
real. Like
who
he's
do
all the
dirty.
way back there
Yeah,
swimming. He digging up everything.
yeah.
this ain't got nothing to do with the time we live in. It's biology. Come on, ladies, look
Oh,
it
There's
up.
no such thing as
It's
no, it's
biological.
not. It's
we're
not.
Y'all get
biologically more.
hold on. Y'all get emotionally attached when y'all have sex with a man, but men, we don't
Oh,
operate like that for the most part.
oh.
So you're telling me women,
So how do you? Where did you get this? How did you make this conclusion? What made you have a study that you read that concluded that women are more emotional when they have sex?
it's a biological fact. I'm telling you from my
Right, but
experiences. I've seen it many times where, you know, when I was out with this one woman and she kept talking about, oh, I dated this guy in high school. This guy smashed me in college. I'm like, how many men have you been with? What? And you hanging out with me telling me all that. Not that I gave a shit, but I'm
Where's
just
your, we
saying,
was
why are
talking
you
about a
telling me
study
all this
about
stuff?
She giving you the body count up. She giving you the body count up front. She giving you the body count.
That's the fucking point.
Why does
so,
that
but this is
matter?
the
Like,
crazy
You know how many
part.
women I've
So,
spoken to who
hold
talk
on,
like
wait.
that?
So she
how
gave
many
me the body
women you
count.
slept with? I'm pretty sure you talk to your boys and say all that stuff too. Let's not do that.
Yeah, when I was
But go
20
ahead,
years
Tina.
younger.
So you think it's that men are more emotionally stable because they don't have any type of emotions when they have sex with women? That's your reasoning for why?
Emotionally stable, meaning they
You
don't lose
you
their
don't get
mind.
emotional about it, right? So your
For the
emotions are
most
stable.
part, no, we don't, and I'm standing on business. Now there are some exceptions, but they don't change a damn thing. Just like
'Cause
with
I think
women,
that's a little
some
bit.
women may be the exceptions, but that don't change a damn thing.
But think about it logically, though. What type
Yeah.
of human beings are these men that you're talking about? That they're just running around having sex with no emotion. They don't have no thought process.
I got
about who
homeboys
they're
I've
having
known
sex
since
with.
college.
No, but
I
listen.
got homeboys
What?
I've known
Hold
since
on,
college. I
Devon.
mean, they
Hold on.
damn it,
What
Chantel.
type of cerebral people are you running with?
I
If
got a homeboy
they
right now. There was a
let me
time where he
finish.
couldn't.
Let me finish.
Go
Let me
ahead.
finish. What type of cerebral people are you working with where they can just give someone their body and care nothing about what they're doing with their body? You think that's smart to run around America dipping and doing and putting your Peter in any hole that or anything that moves? That
No,
makes
not
you
really.
more superior with your emotions? I
No,
think it
not
makes
really.
us more superior to say, you know what, I'm taking this person seriously if I'm gonna allow them to have sex with me. I'm just not letting everybody do it. But it sounds like what you're saying, your people running around proudly, sticking and moving everything that moves. That to me is dangerous, number one.
It
And then
can
you
be.
don't care about yourself because I value myself. So I'm not giving myself to everybody. Right. So if you saying your people, they using their brain and their logic and not their emotions, that's scary to me. I would never tell my son to be running around the earth not giving a shit about who he having sex with.
You shouldn't. I mean, to be fair, your son but when he's an adult, he gonna probably do it anyway. But you shouldn't
Yeah, you
instigate
can't
it.
control anybody. I can control exterior factors. That's what Mr. Artie was saying earlier, right? We're not in control of anything that happens outside of ourselves.
True.
But
True.
it would say to me that if you're a logical person, it doesn't have anything to do with your emotions. Logically, you would want to have some sort of connection with somebody instead of just, smashing everything that moves. But, 3 men here, and it seems like y'all all agree to some extent.
Yeah,
about smashing
absolutely.
and
Because
moving.
I think, yeah, because I mean, it's up. I mean, as a man, right? We love to make love, right? We love women. We love to please. We love the sexual adventure and to get to know a woman sexually, right? That's a love that we have, right? That's a thing that we enjoy doing. We don't mind doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as and so we like variety as well. But when we
But
fall in love,
but how can you explore a woman sexually if you sleeping with Keisha, Cindy, Tamara? You
because I
can't
want
sit
to
there
know,
and really
I want to know
explore a woman.
Keisha for Keisha. I want to know Cindy for Cindy. I want to know what my relationship with Keisha is, what my relationship with Cindy is, with all the women that I love and adore, or that I feel a way for sexually, lustfully, whatever the feeling is. I'm feeling good about it. I want to explore it. So that's what I'm attempting to do. I think
Are
we
you
know
feeling
men
good
to do
about
that.
it, or are you just horny?
No, we're
There's
feeling,
a
yeah,
difference.
that I'm feeling good. Like James Brown said,
So
I
you're
feel good.
horny. It doesn't have
Yeah,
anything to do with how you logically think. You're just using you're using your feelings, your emotions, right? Because
yeah,
Mr.
as
Hustler says you're not using your emotions. But last time I checked, if you're trying to hit it, you using your emotions. She look good to you. You're attracted to her. You're
Correct.
horny. So now you want to go have sex. Is that not
Is
correct?
lust an emotion? Can lust be?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Absolutely.
so,
It's a
so
dangerous
the
thing,
Well,
emotion
but it's
that counts to
absolutely.
me, the emotion that counts to me or is top priority is falling in love or feeling in love.
But that's not the emotion you're leading with, though, according to you.
I'm leading with
You
love,
leading with
pleasure.
you
Hold
leading with
on,
what
Yeah.
look good.
whoa.
Love, you just
I'm
said you
You're
leading
never
with
fell in love.
making up.
Did he
Hold on,
say
I
he
am
never fell in
flowers, I
love?
am cards, I am candy. Hold
You
on,
are
I
a
am making
lie.
up.
You are
I'm just playing. I'm lying from Boomerang. But I'm trying to please her. I'm trying to let her know I'm safe peoples and I'm here to please. And if she wants
right.
to engage,
But
we
you're
do that.
using that same emotion with all the women you meet.
But I'm being myself. No, I'm being
I
myself
ain't say
with
you wasn't
every
being
woman I
yourself.
meet.
I ain't say
Okay,
you
I
wasn't
mean,
being yourself. You're absolutely being yourself, but just say it's
and I'm in
emotional.
my
It's
I'm in
how I
my
feel.
emotions. Yeah, I'm
Right.
in my emotions.
That's all we're saying.
I'm exploring what could we be.
No, you're not. You're exploring the hole between her legs. That's what you're exploring.
And through that I'm gonna
And if
find out
it feel good
what can
enough,
we be.
and she's sweet enough, and she accomplished
Well,
enough, then you'll stay around.
the
Yeah.
last time I
I'm gonna
checked,
find out what we yeah. Okay, hustle.
men
Yeah.
men are visual creatures by nature. So of course, lust may be the first thing on their mind, but it shouldn't be the only thing on their mind if
You know
she's
what?
a good
We not
woman.
talking about what should be. You got on here and said that we're emotional and we use
You
our when we have sex.
are.
Okay, but pause. I just demonstrated to you when I was talking to Mr. Black Manosphere or whatever how y'all are only using your emotion when you're getting ready to have sex. That's a fact. That's what you're using. Are you not?
We're using lust, are we not?
Right. That's an emotion. So you're using your non-logical head to get where you're going, what you want to
But once
achieve,
I
right?
once
Trying to
I
fuck her.
act
It's
on
just a fact. And
once
that's
I
okay,
act on my
hustle
lust,
muscular. Just say you're making an emotional decision.
no.
That's all you're doing. You are.
But once I
Because
act on that
both
lust,
people that are
I
having
won't look
sex,
back. Now will
both
I?
people that are having sex, if they're mutually having sex, meaning they both want to do it, it's an emotional attachment. It is. Now, what happens after you have sex and the climax is a whole nother thing. You might be like, oh, why did I do that? I'm sure it's some of y'all on the panel that was like,
Yes,
why
talk
did I do
about
that?
it.
But your
Yes.
initial
Well, to be
your
fair,
initial
I've been having
challenge is I want to have sex with this lady, and so I'm doing everything I can so that I
It's
can
a
reach that
build
goal.
up, right? It's a
That's a
build up
fact.
of emotion, a build up of adrenaline.
Exactly. It's not
and
well,
all
to
logic.
of
be
that.
It's
fair,
no different than the
You
woman.
get excited and all of that, right? Until you get that climax, and you're like, oh,
Yep.
it wasn't all what it
The
seemed.
only
we call
difference in men
either
and
what
women
that's
in that
called.
way, this is the only difference because women are visual creatures too. We just happen to listen more. That's usually how a woman will fall. You talking to her, you selling all of this, right? But in terms of the visuality, you ain't gonna have sex with somebody unless you want to. Right, unless it's by force, right? So they're looking at the man too. Is he cute? Is he sexy? Is he, does he talk nice to me? Can he sing? Whatever it is. So that sexual connection is coming because she's attracted. So both parties are doing the same thing. I just want you to understand and agree to it isn't any different with y'all. Y'all are doing the same exact thing. If I'm laying down with you, it's because I want to, because I find you attractive. I'm using my emotion and my horniness to have sex with you. So it's not that men are I'm so logical and we're just no. That's just not true. But you probably been led to believe that, because this is the problem. Society tells women, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. When a woman sees a man and she's attracted to him, eventually she's gonna think about sex, especially if they spend enough time together, whatever the case may be. She could be working with him, right? Eventually she's gonna want to have sex with him. But our society says you a hoe if you have sex with him, after meeting him after a few days, after a few months, whatever it is, whatever that standard of hoe-ish hodom is.
Less than
but
2
society doesn't give a shit about that man because you came on here and you demonstrated it, right? You was like, men can just have sex with however many multiple women and I think about it and I love her and I whatever, right? But society accepts that and they don't want to put y'all in the hoe category because that's what y'all supposed to do, right? We're supposed to be, nice and seen and cute and clean and smell good and all that.
And that puts us at a disadvantage because
right. When in reality, both people want to have sex. Period. It's just the woman is made to feel
Let's
bad.
get to it.
It's just the woman is made to feel bad if she wants to do it earlier than everybody else thinks she should do, or if she doesn't give her a ring, then she doesn't have any standards, or a man doesn't want her, or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, everybody trying to get to the same exact thing, which is an orgasm. You just want to. I think with a woman, you just want to happen to have it with somebody you see a future with. That's the only difference. Y'all just want to hit and move. I think women are like, if I stay and I talk to you long enough, I'm probably gonna, want to be in a relationship with you. And y'all might not want that. And that's okay. But just be upfront and honest is all I say. Because if you have girls, you got to think about how do you want men to treat, what's this world gonna look like for her?
Well, how's our day looking? How is our 24-hour day looking? Are we texting and talking to each other throughout the day? Are we meeting up for lunch? Are we spending nights? What is our day? Are you just on Tuesday and Thursday? What is our day about?
Wow, Tuesday and Thursday. This guy got days.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Listen, I don't know.
That's a song by SZA.
I've been married for 20 years, so I don't know how y'all do it. But when I was dating my husband, it wasn't no, I'm gonna see her on this day and that day. I'm the only. I don't want to be a part of a team.
Well, you need to be
So
there.
And you position yourself like that, right? You're gonna
Yes,
be
you do.
talking to him. You're gonna be calling him. You're gonna be scheduling time for him. You're gonna be spending quality time. You're gonna be
What?
positioning yourself for that.
No.
Oh no.
No,
Okay.
we were friends for 2 years before we ever dated. So we already had a
No, the
connection.
best relationship started friends.
We were already friends. So we already had a relationship, if that makes sense. So then it's just a natural, progression if you're attracted to that person to move forward. But no, I wasn't doing all of the things that you're talking about. But I've also never been that girl. I've always been in a relationship since probably middle school. They always wanted to wife me. I'm just saying. No, but I've never had that. And it's different now. The world that we live in now and dating now is the landscape is completely different. You
Has
swipe
it
left
really
to go have
changed?
sex with whoever and swipe right if you don't
I'm
want.
trying to bring Chanel into it
It's
of
the,
how it is
it's
nowadays.
the same. It's the same world. In the
No, it's
80s, they were
not.
talking about, I give
Women
you
are
the
not.
sun, the moon, and the stars, and you know what I'm saying. I promise the world, like you said, y'all love to hear things, and y'all, you know what I'm saying. You got to talk the right talk and have that
Yeah,
game
but
for her, and it's the same way.
No,
yeah, but
I
the
don't think
80s
so.
was a
I'm saying
different
the way
time.
people date is not the same. The
It
end
ain't.
result might be what they want in the end might be, but how they get there is completely different.
Yeah,
There
think
is
about
no
that. 40
a
years
lot of
ago, we didn't.
courting and all of that. They ain't doing that shit.
40 years ago, we didn't have
Well,
internet. 30 years ago,
yeah.
we barely had the internet. And 20 years ago, we had social media, but we used it more sparingly. So how we moved back then was just different.
Yes,
Right.
indeed, and it affects
You
how
have to,
we get sexual relations, right? How we get down. But
back
the
then, you had to
motive,
get
like
off.
between man and go ahead, hustle.
Back then, you had to get off your lazy ass and go actually meet somebody, whether it be at a bookstore, at the college campus,
I'm not
at
playing with
church,
you.
or at a local library. I used to be people at the library a lot when I was in college.
Did you?
Yes, I
But
did.
it seemed like the same thing though, because like in the 90s, if I met a woman on the street and I got her number, I felt like she liked me. I'm already like 90% in the bag that we gonna be, you know what I'm saying? All we gotta do is have a phone call, have a little couple of laughs, and then somebody's coming to somebody's crib.
Mm.
Yeah,
Couple of
those
laughs.
were the days.
So I feel like it's the same way today. It's just easier through social media. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean the real thing is to see each other and say like, oh yeah, I'll fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'll fuck her. You know what I'm saying? So and it's so easy now. And so now it's just like hookup culture will replace dating. It's like why go through all plus women have such a background and could be anywhere and doing anything with anybody. It's like y'all gonna have to prove more
What
to
you
get
mean
more
by
from us.
that?
Exactly.
Because we can't keep up with y'all. Y'all have a whole history. Y'all dating multiple people. You're over here having sex. You're over there having sex. So
And
now
y'all
with every new but with every new dude, that's the guy that you like, and that's the guy that you're gonna take serious more than I'm dating my Beyonce that I'm just, you know what I'm saying, so enamored with.
I think I think to a certain extent some of what you're saying might be accurate, but I think also we got to come out of 1912 where women are. I don't just because I'm dating 5 guys does not mean any of them are having sex with me. You know,
Well,
and
y'all
for
are
some
still
people,
dating. I don't think men are dating. Y'all are still dating. Y'all still trying to keep up a game, and y'all still trying to run something. Well, we are straightforward. Like, yeah, let's go get something to eat. Let's get something to drink, and let's take it back to the crib and get cozy.
Yeah,
no,
but
Like, I
that's
think
those are women
it
that don't have
doesn't.
any standards.
Yeah, nothing grows from that.
no, I
It's
think
just
men are
more.
leading more in that like look, he's like laying the lay of the land. Like you could like more women are talking about, oh, guys are talking about sex too much. Everything they're saying is sex. Like that's what women are complaining
No,
about.
that's what I just.
Meaning guys are letting women know from the jump what it is and what it's, you know, trying to
Our
be, and it's up to her
society,
to go along or not.
hold on, wait. Our society has always been that way. Women have always been objectified, right? Since the beginning of time. So we've always known that you guys didn't give a fuck, that you just wanted to have sex and that's or own us or, you know, whatever. So that's not new. Guys have been doing that since the beginning of the time. Women are not stupid. We know what y'all doing, what y'all up to. When y'all, can I have your number? Whatever it is, whatever game you lay down, and I want to go. Women are just now, we just not anymore of like, okay, I'm just gonna go along with the bullshit. We just like, yeah, I want to fuck too. Not me.
Exactly. That's
I'm
what
in
we
a
were trying to
relationship.
get
It's
y'all.
not me.
We were trying to get y'all there the whole time. Like that's why dating can't
No,
be really
this
a
is
thing anymore.
this is the thing that you're confusing. Is that you think that you're just trying to get her when you don't realize she also trying to get you. You think that, oh, I got to go do all
That's
of
what
this.
that's what we want. That's what we want. What are you talking about? That's what we
No,
want. We want to get
she
each other.
won. She won. She got you.
No,
You
no,
just
I'm
don't
not
know
talking
it. You
about
think you
one. Like
playing
we
her,
both
but you
won. We
really.
got each other. We got each other. We wanted. We
That's not
had
what you was
sexual
just
thoughts
saying.
about.
You were
We
saying
had sexual thoughts about each other, and we explored them.
you wasn't just saying that though. You was talking about how men. I mean, how men are basically letting women know up front. We just want this, and I'm saying y'all been doing that shit from the beginning of the time. Y'all never
No,
valued.
now y'all are catching up. Like, okay, yeah, let's go do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not no more issues. Like, and I'm not a lot of expectations. We already
That's
know
why
what
I
we
couldn't
want.
be dating
I
that
think
guy.
I think we wanna determine because I think a lot of people already have somebody they dealing with anyway. We're probably taking somebody, from each other all the time. Like time has been spent. You doing things in your private life and time before I appear. And now you're making time for me or not. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you juggle people and you let people fall off through time.
So you have a team, is what you're saying. Got it.
I'm saying we all got teams and things. Like we all doing something.
Everybody does not have a team. Stop it. Anyway,
So let me ask you: Should women? Let me ask you the question you asked me: Should women have a roster and a team?
I think people should do exactly what works for them.
Yeah.
So if old girl is happy, just dating that one guy, then that's what she should do.
Mm-hmm.
If she's happy with keeping a few guys around, some options or whatever the case may be, then that's what she should do. I just think people should be honest about what their intentions are. That's all.
Absolutely, because guys are taking women out and expecting something at the end of the day, and then she's not on.
Expect something because you took her out. It should be just
because the date is an illusion. The date is an illusion and an interview. Like y'all want to treat the dates like an interview.
Like, yo, I took you out. Just pay a prostitute if that's how you feel.
No, I mean I pay you too. I mean we pay for everything. Like it's not she's going out with me because she likes me. So we can go out and we can like each other, but like you're saying, like the expectations of, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking I'm getting something, but I'm not. So let's eliminate all that and let's know we're trying to fuck and let's get to it.
Like you shouldn't expect sex just because you took her out to dinner or whatnot. That should not be an expectation.
I mean, it's not a guarantee, you know what I mean? But I think, like I was saying, like more guys are like being upfront more than ever. Like women are complaining about it. When at a time women were asking, I want you to be upfront. Like, give me a chance, give me an option, and give me a you know what I'm saying? Let me know what this is. No, women were saying that was a big thing years ago. Like tell us upfront. Like we want to know.
Yeah. Well, I thank God I don't have to date because Lord Jesus.
Ooh. I know. Did you hear that, Chanel? Like navigating that. Like, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but I do think what he's saying is true. I don't think it's the right, I don't think it's right, but I definitely think that if a guy is spending his money, his expectation is that eventually, maybe not that night, but hopefully sometime soon, we have sex. Mm-hmm. So that's why I think a lot of women feel very liberated that we could go out and hang out and bowl or whatever, and you don't have to get my tab. I'm good. Yeah, but I do like hanging out with you. I do like, you know what I'm saying? I do like your company. I don't have to.
But yeah, you understand what you're saying. But some men feel like they want to pay because not a lot of men. Some men be like it's in them to pay. Agreed. It makes them feel like a man. Like this is what I want to do.
I'm always gonna pay. Like this, a woman. I don't want a woman for her money. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be a man all the time. So that's never. I'm never getting that twisted. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm paying for everything, but I'm sure men are not. My thing is
payment that she's gonna have sex with you. That's the problem.
I'm thinking that if she's seen me already and we've been talking, she's already been having sexual thoughts about me. Like a dinner date and talking and all of that. Like, yeah, okay, let me see how you are in public and how you're gonna
Okay,
No,
treat
I
the
so
don't
you
even
saying
think
waiter.
that's
And
you
true.
saying women should not take dinner dates unless it's gonna lead to sex.
Who said that?
she should
Oh,
do.
is that
I
what you
feel
said?
like Chanel said she should do whatever she want to do and feel comfortable
No,
with
because
it.
you went back and you was like, if she coming to see you and she going to dinner, she already having sexual thoughts. You
I'm
have to
saying it's more than likely, right? If she already seen my picture, we've been talking. She ain't been having sexual thoughts with me before she want to go out.
So
no,
listen,
Like women have.
I was saying earlier that whenever I met my husband or whatever the case may be, we were friends for 2 years. I wasn't having sexual thoughts about that man. I love him. If he ever
So
try to leave me, I'm going with him. Okay. But no, I wasn't thinking that. I was in a relationship when I met him.
there
So
you
just
go. He
because
had to take you.
but hold on, pause. Just because I'm entertaining you, just because we hang out, that does not mean that that's exactly what I'm thinking. Is what all I'm saying. It doesn't mean that if I hang out with you longer and longer and longer, they won't grow. You know what I'm saying?
You
Eventually,
had him in a
but
friend zone until you pulled him out when you was done with the last dude.
it wasn't a friend zone. It's just he was my friend, genuinely.
They
That's all.
agreed. They agreed to
They're
be
friends.
mutual friends, I guess.
Yeah, we
Then
were
it turned
just
into a
friends. That's
relationship.
all we
Right,
were.
the friend
But it
zone.
grew.
But if I
No,
asked
he
him,
wasn't
did he
thinking
want
about
to?
it.
If I
He
asked him
wasn't
from
thinking
day
about
one,
it.
have you been thinking about sex with Chanel? He would
I
say
would
yes.
hold on, pause. I would say it's a friend
The
zone if
friend
that
zone is
hold on,
different.
pause. Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
It's in my mind, it's a friend zone if I know that you're attracted to me and I know that you would like to be with me and more intimate or whatever the case may be, and then I still don't do that, I don't become intimate with you, I reject it, but I'm still your friend. That's not what happened with me and my husband. We were just friends and then it evolved. So that's very
I
different.
got you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, we get into relationships different ways. I got you.
Yeah, but I do think what you're
Yo,
saying
can
is
y'all
usually
hear me?
how men think. I do think that
yeah,
men
we can
think
hear
that
you,
way.
Artie. You're loud and clear.
Go ahead,
Did you?
Artie.
My fault because I don't know my phone's about to die anyway. I was just want to see, yeah, y'all talked about a lot of different things, but real quick, you notice how I came in when I first joined this conversation. I talked a lot about what somebody thinks or if they think they deserve or think they expect. The deserve is just like the second level of the expectation. And notice the questions that the women are asking the men, and the men are giving the answers back. I can't because my phone, I don't have it right. I have it beside me, but I'm doing something. You
Can you hear him? Because I can't.
No, you just went in and out.
I think he said his phone was having some bad connection. It was
Yeah,
about
he
to
did
die.
say that. Oh, Artie, it must not have been worthy. That's God interrupting this conversation. Sorry. Not playing.
I, I think he was alluding back to the expectations and how I may have answered like, yeah, guys have expectations, but
Mm-hmm.
like we don't like we can talk like and use our mouths and let you know what we thinking, what we think, what we want to do, right? And if she wants to do that or not, she that's up to her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's expectations is not a bad thing. Like it's just, well, he's got expectations, lock him up. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Expectations are what's the
mm,
right word? I'll think about it in a minute. I'll get back to you. I forget.
okay.
Why does it a woman want to bag and tag the man that she like, lock him down, put her mojo on him, put her love on him, get him
That's how I was
all
gonna.
like
Expectations are the mother of disappointments. The
Yeah.
moment you expect something from someone, you're going to be disappointed because if they don't live up to it, you're automatically going to be disappointed. So I think that's really what he was getting at about, the deserving.
right.
But I do think that if you treat someone right, that they deserve for you to treat them right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it's got to be. I mean, and time will just take its course. Like if we laughing, if I'm treating, we feeling good and everything. Like she's having thoughts, like she's having good thoughts. Like that's what I'm thinking.
Hold on, but you were saying something about a woman putting her mojo on a man. What was you
Oh,
saying? He was saying something
Yeah,
like
I'm saying,
What?
why isn't she dating with a purpose? If she's got this new guy, like, what is her method of operation? What is she trying to do with him You know what I mean? What is her game plan? What is she doing? What is she trying to do?
Well, if she's
You know,
dating you, she's gonna
her
let you.
expectations.
I think if a woman is dating you and showing you interest and truly dating you, then you'll know what her expectation is. Her expectation, generally speaking, is probably going to be, I want to be in an exclusive relationship. No,
I'm dating her. I'm taking her out. I'm trying to wine and dine. If I'm showing her that energy if that's what she wants to see. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm just trying to understand what I'm looking for my way in, right? Does she want me to make her laugh? Does she want to get taken out to a special spot? Does she want to do something? What is my end with
I
her
think that's
that is
the
gonna
problem.
get us comfortable?
I think that's the problem, is
Yeah.
that you're trying to come up with a plan for what you think this person wants so that you can, get to what you want. And genuine, to me, just be who you are with no.
Well, that's who I am. That's who I am. I want to be
Okay, so if
liked. I
that's
want to be.
genuine, then do that. But this is the problem with
I
it.
do. I do.
If that's genuine and that's what you've been doing and you haven't been successful, you may want to change, how you're doing
I
it.
have been successful. I have been successful. It's not
What,
like I
okay,
have
so
not
then
been
what's
successful.
success to you in a relationship? Because you said you're not in one. So my guess would be that you're
The
in a
first part of
relationship. That would be success, right?
Is sex your success? Like,
there you go. There you go. There
So
you
you don't
go.
want to be in a relationship. Just say that. Just be a bad.
what. Hold on. Black manosphere. You like
Yes,
a
ma'am.
woman has a whole lot to give than just sex. Like, if you're at home
And she
with
should
her,
show it all to me. And she should show it all to me.
cook you food.
She better bring that to the
you can
table.
be, like, your shoulder to be there.
And her
that's
plan?
inside the home. If you're just receiving sex, you're receiving a very, very small, minuscule of what you could
Okay,
be
so
receiving if you
so
was in
when I receive sex from a woman, we get closer, we get tighter.
It
Mhm.
sounds like you're a woman's value to you is sex. That's what's valuable about a woman.
That's
to you,
the
as
that's
opposed
the
to
intro. That's
her.
the intro.
Isn't that
No,
what we
but-
men think
But
about when we
that
see beautiful
shouldn't-
women?
This is the problem.
Yeah,
Think
that's
about-
We're
think about it
visual
like this.
creatures. We're
What
gonna think
type of-
about that.
Hold on, pause. What type of idea and thought process would you have about a woman if you're on a date and you ask her about what's valuable to her about herself, and she's just like, sex? That's the only thing. that
I'm
I
not
value. That's
asking
my
her.
number
Hold on,
one
I'm not
value.
asking. I'm not
No,
asking
but
her
I'm
those
saying- I'm
things.
putting
That
in
might
that-
turn
I'm
me
putting it
off.
in
but
that-
I don't know.
in that I'm phrasing it that way for a reason, because if you use your logic and she came to the table and you asked her about her values and she's like, well, the best value that I have is sex, whatever, that's the best thing I'm gonna give a man is my sex. I would be grossed out if a man told me that's my best attribute.
No,
What you
I would
gonna do?
ask her how to. No, I would get
I'm
to
gonna
know
need you to
how.
have integrity. I'm gonna need you to have self-worth. I'm gonna need you to be working, have some ambition. I'm gonna need you to be God-fearing. You know what I'm saying? Respectful, honest. I'm gonna need you to be all of these things. That's what's high on my list. Sex is
I
later
got
because
you.
that's the candy on top of it. Like,
I'm
but maybe
already
that's how
those
you see
things though.
yourself.
I'm
Maybe how you
already.
value yourself is sex, and
That's
so therefore
you. You should
you
want
project that into the woman.
Yeah, you should want your partner to mirror those things to you. Like, because you already had sex. Huh? You had sex a plethora of times.
Correct.
You already had orgasm. Why?
I didn't have an orgasm with her. I don't know how. I don't know her sex face. I don't know her sex faces. I don't know her moans. I don't know.
And it's okay. Just say you value women's sex, and that's where it stops, because that's really what it is.
You her more
You don't
than that,
value
and
the
she's
whole
gonna
person.
give me more than. If we have good sex, she's gonna give me more than that.
That's
But I'm
Like-
saying that's
like-
not her value to you. You don't value women. It
What?
sounds like you
I
value
do
yourself.
value. What are you talking
No,
about?
no,
What do you?
no.
I mean,
You
that's
value
that's
the
unfair.
sex.
That's just
No, no, no.
unfair.
You
That's
value the
unfair.
sex.
Okay,
that is
hold
at
on.
the
Let
end
me
of the
say
day.
this.
That's what you value. Just keep it a buck.
Let me say this. Now, in my humble opinion, yes, as men, sex is going to be one of the things on our minds, but we're looking for real relationships and connections. It shouldn't be the only thing on our minds, because any two people can have sex, but not everybody can have a relationship. So,
Right. And he's not looking for a
You
relationship.
have
He's
to
looking
bring-
for sex.
I mean, in my humble opinion, even if I'm not looking for a relationship, maybe I just want a friends of benefits. Still, you better bring more to my life than just sex, because you can get that from almost anybody, but not everybody's going to
Hey.
sit down, put up with your bullshit, and deal with your dirty draws, deal with your nasty habits, and whatever
Hold on.
flaws
That's
you
a
have.
relationship. That's a relationship. That's a relationship.
Not everybody wants to put up with you in that manner, so you still need to have someone that's going to bring more than just sex appeal.
If we can't get to that level, maybe sex is all we have, or just the friendship or whatever level that we like each other and have. That's what we have, and you know what I mean. Like it's not to be
girl.
forced.
May these relationships never find me. But
Right. Because y'all sound like y'all confused. Maybe that's
No,
maybe
I think you.
y'all not in a relationship.
I think you putting a lot on us or me or you know what I'm saying, and like all
What
I
you-
value is sex. No, that is come on. I value. Or
That's
what
your
I talked
primary
about.
thing. Is it not?
This is what I understand about women, right?
Okay.
Through sex, right, and through time, right? That's gonna dictate the relationship. If we're all up each other's ass, we live together. If I'm signing things in her name and for you know what I'm saying, or on her behalf, she doing that for me. We got this life together. It's more than just sex, obviously. But have we gotten there? Is that who we want to be with each other? Time will tell that.
Mhm.
But sex is the thing that we want up front from each other. You said it. I said it. We all know it.
That's not what I want, but that's what I
That's
think a
not
lot of
what
women
people
want.
want
I think the
up
You
front.
said that
attraction.
earlier.
No, I did, but what I meant.
Not for you, but
Right.
you said that.
I do
You
think
said
that I do think that women want sex too. I just
Mhm.
think that society tells women that if they give it away too quick, then they whatever the case may be. But I do think
Right.
even with women wanting that physical relationship, and I don't know our women, so let me just put this out there. But I do think even with them wanting that physical relationship, they still desire, if they like that person, right? If they're truly interested in that
Right.
human being, they want a relationship to be the next step. I do think that.
absolutely. And if time will tell. Oh, we talking all day. We spending hours on the phone. As soon as we get off work, we rushing right to each other. All that. You know what I mean? You know how
So
all
why do
that
you
goes.
think none of your relationships were successful?
Excuse me.
So why do you think none of your relationships were successful?
I think most of my relationships were successful. I think the women that
Okay, so
I've
what was
been with
your
tell
goal
me
that you achieved success in those relationships?
a sexual relationship and friendship with me.
I can't.
Got it. Thank you for clarifying, because now I got it. But did I not just tell him that that's what his? I
Yeah.
didn't say that,
Yeah,
right?
it was
Okay.
So you're
I
saying they were
did say that
multi-sex?
his value of a woman is sex, right? I did. Okay, I remember I said that.
I don't
Yeah.
think he said I don't think he implied that was the complete value. He said he wanted more than just sex. That's just the first thing that they're gonna go for
Right.
because as men,
That's
we
what
are
he
visual
values in a
creatures.
woman. He doesn't
Let's be
value a
honest here,
relationship.
ladies. Let's be honest here.
No,
You
stop
know
it.
that.
Stop it. Stop
Wait
taking
a minute. Wait a minute. You know damn well that half the men that
Stop the
approach.
cap. Stop the cap right now.
Really?
Get up, creative. Yes.
All right, girl.
Go
Come on
ahead.
my show with
Go
that
ahead. Tell
bullshit.
us
You
about
gonna I got you, creative solution. I got you. But anyways, you know men when they holler, they not trying to be just friends. No, they want to be more than just friends. So that's the
That's
first
what
thing
he
on the
just
table, but
said.
it's
What are you
not
talking
gonna be
about?
the only thing on the table.
He didn't say that either, but his primary goal is sex.
Isn't that
It's a
every
fact.
man's isn't
So
that every
all I
man's
was
almost
saying,
every man's primary goal?
all I was saying is that's his value in the relationship, and he hasn't disagreed. It is. It's a fact. That's what his primary goal
Well,
is,
would
and
you
that's
said
why.
that. We didn't.
That's
Right.
why he
And
can
I
sit here and say,
immediately said after that, right? We're gonna see how close we are. We're gonna see how much we want to be with each other, how much
"We not
time is spent.
disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
now
I know
my
what you
question
said.
is
I'm
this.
just saying that
Don't just
your
leave me
primary
at
goal.
just sex though. I mean, don't
I-
just leave me there like I'm
My
just like,
question is this. Is it just about intercourse or is it more about sexual investment in the person? If y'all
What
know
the
what
hell is
sexual
sexual
investment,
investment? I ain't never heard of that. What the hell is sexual investment? I cannot
y'all,
with you.
in other words, y'all are
Hello.
physically okay. Y'all are physically attracted to each other and y'all building up to the point where y'all want to eventually have sex. There needs to be some sort of build up, some sort of tension, how should I put this? Bumping and grinding on each other, grabbing on each other, kissing and hugging each other, build up to that point.
Mhm.
If you can get to that point, then hey, that's a win in my eyes because some guys can't even get to that point. Ever had a chick that doesn't want you touching her for whatever reasons? If you can get her to do all that freaky dinky stuff without intercourse, I say that's a win right there. It may happen, it may not, but at least you can say you tried.
If she
Well,
does that means she's into you. She really likes you.
Just keep my pee hard whenever you come around. That's all I ask.
What?
right,
Just
right,
saying.
Okay,
right.
go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if she like you, it's not going to be about spending money and doing all these different things. She want to be up underneath you. She want to be all, you know what I'm saying, into you. And you know, a lot of times these days, it's just like, hey, bring a bottle and come over.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, but that's
Netflix and
not really that's so to me, that's like very, very low on the totem scale. You're supposed to go out and experience each other out in the, the world, like, in public. So she can see how you act, you can see how she acts. She could dress up, you could take her out. You guys don't necessarily have to
Wow.
go to dinner, but you guys can go do activities together. Because you trying
Those are
to
all
find
things she
out.
would like.
Go ahead.
That's all things she would like, and I would like to do for her, and it definitely depend on how close we are. You know, I don't want to be doing a whole lot of things that don't count, don't have no value, ain't worth nothing, ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah, but don't men care about things they put investment in, right? If you just get free sex today, you don't care about that because you didn't really invest into that.
Well, no, she invested into me. She invested into liking me. She invested into showing me, look, I'm trying to lock you down. Like I look at it like that. Like
So
she's
somebody
trying to,
giving you
you know what I'm
sex,
saying? She's trying to lock me
is
down.
that like relationship worthy because she opened her legs to you?
Absolutely. I don't think she does it for everybody. Only the guys she likes.
So you don't think as a man that you should invest in her? Because normally, like, would you really take her serious even though you didn't put any type of investments in her?
I would, depending on how she treats me. Any woman that's my friend or that proves that she's a good thing in my life, I got her. You know what I'm saying? I got her covered. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. And you know, if we're good friends or if we even go past that, hey, I'm in love with you. I don't want you to be with nobody else. You mine.
All right. So
And then we go there.
All right, another question for you. So let's say you dating two women. One woman you already slept with. The other woman you taking her out on dates. You taking her there. You find her super attractive. You're planning things. Which one would be a more of an investment with you? The one you slept with, or the one you spending time and money on?
The one I'm spending time, the one I'm investing time with, the one the one I had sex with, I already know her. We already have a relationship. It is what it is. This other one, you're saying I'm taking her, I'm treating her special. I'm basically getting ready to leave the other one in time and energy. I'm basically getting ready to leave the previous one.
I rest my case. You already
So
questioned
to
me.
answer your question, the one that I'm taking out and spending money and time on.
Okay, yeah, I rest my case. You just said it. What about you, hustler and muscular? He's sitting on his throne. He not.
Child.
I got jokes.
For real.
What say you?
I don't think he's there. I think he went away or something.
No,
Mr. Black Manosphere, have you ever been engaged?
What was the question? I'm
No,
sorry,
ma'am.
I stepped away.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Creative.
Oh, I was asking if you was dating two women, right? One woman you already slept with, the other woman you're investing your time and your money, you're planning outings, you're planning trips, you're planning time together. And so I was asking the both of y'all, which one would you take more serious?
The one I'm investing time in, not the chick I just banged and let go of.
There
Damn.
you go. Thank you. And I just said I rest my
Y'all are
case.
savages. Jesus.
And that's what y'all want. Savages.
No, I don't.
That's not what we want. We trying to show people exactly like how women should navigate in this world. That's all we showing, that you should have a man who really likes you and wants to invest in you. Because
And
then
who
once
values
he's
you.
invested in you, you
Mhm.
know, he's gonna treat
You know
you
what
like
that
an
looks like?
investment. He's not gonna just wheel off and leave because
Mhm.
it,
You know
it
what that
took him time, effort, and money he put into you.
You know what that looks like? That looks
What?
like he's like a 4 and she's like a 8. You know what I'm saying?
No, it doesn't.
He's looking up to her. So she's the greatest thing in the world to him, and he's treating her like that.
Just because he
And now
values her, he's a
that would
4.
also take her actually letting him do that. And women don't date below. The women are trying to date high. That means that she's willing to look up to a guy and he look down on her.
Or maybe we equal. I see value in you, you see value in me. We like each other. I don't have to be less than for you to be greater. And that's in any relationship that you have. It doesn't matter if it's your mama, your daddy, your kids, or whatever. I don't need to be less than, and I don't want you to think that I think you're less than. Because why would I date somebody I think I'm better than? That's not gonna add value to my life.
Well, women talk about hypergamy. Women talk about dating up, dating that rich guy, dating that 666 guy.
Some
You know what I'm
women
saying?
talk about that. See, that's the problem. Y'all got to get off the internet and the internet talking points. Y'all do, because that's not real.
Well, this is something we see play out in real life. You know how
I don't know one woman
like
that's
hold on.
like, I can't have a man unless he
It's
got $100
not
grand a year. It's
just
like, what?
Yeah, I
It's
don't see
not
that
I
just
don't
argument.
know
what we
women
hear.
like that.
It's
Women
not
What you
just what
value
we
the
see on the
person.
internet. This has been going on for decades. You get with this guy, make a certain amount of money, but then somebody makes more money, come along. You want to dump the old guy for the new
I
guy.
have never
And
ever
this shit
in life
played out for
dated a
years.
guy based on how much money he has.
Well, I never said you. You and
I
creative
know, but I'm
are
just telling you that's
exceptions
not
to
all
the
women. That's
rules.
all
But
I'm
y'all
saying.
know this shit plays out. Come on now.
So now I'll be right back.
Okay, I got you.
I didn't know
You
what the hell
think
hypergamy was until I got into these spaces. But now I
right? So
get
that's
it.
what I'm saying. You shouldn't just believe that just because the people in the spaces
The
are saying that.
concept is nothing new, but that term is new. Well, they
No,
new
the
before
concept
people did it.
is not accurate. If you think about women in our world over time, women weren't the one that was doing that. Y'all were placing value on us, right? So that's how you got married and whatever. Our man had to take you on, and that's why you got the dowry and all of that, because we were supposed to be dependent upon y'all. Don't act like women decided. We showed up and was just like, no, this man need to have this. No, it's reversed. Y'all were the ones that put y'all saying, I'm valued because I'm valuable as a husband to you because I have land, I can provide for you, whatever else. That's what men started. Don't lay that at our footsteps. No. Women have just woken up and been able to say, okay, I'm gonna go get educated, I'm gonna go provide for myself. And it's great if I find a man who can also provide. But I got me. So yeah, if I'm a woman that makes, I'm speaking generally, this isn't me, but if I'm a woman that makes 100 grand, and I happen to be with meet a guy that doesn't make 100 grand. Maybe he only makes 50 grand. If he treats me right, if he's God fearing, if he's respectful, if he's honest, whatever else is on my list, I don't give a shit about none of that. I've said before, if me and my husband only had a can of beans between us, I'm riding and dying with that man because he's supportive, right? These are things he was doing before we got married. So I do think
When
that
he
there
was in
is
the
a
friend
percentage
zone,
of
when he
women
was
out there that view life that way, but that's very vain. Because what happens if he starts treating you treacherously? Because he got money, I'm gonna stay with you? Nah, fuck out of here. Nope. Mm-mm. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
no, I'm just thinking like the women talk about, you know what I'm saying, that they, date a caliber of men. They only looking for a certain caliber of men. You know what I'm saying?
When you
So
say
it's
caliber, are you
like
talking about money again?
high quality, high value, however they say it. And which is their terminology is 666. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 figures, 6 inches, 6 pack.
Mm.
Um,
So
and
if that's what
so
you value, then yeah, go.
no,
Listen, I'm
that's
always
what
gonna stand with
women.
women
That's
what
what
they
a lot
want.
of women. I don't value that. I was about to tie that in. I don't date boss chicks and women that be trying to chase the world and conquer the world and want, power relationships and all that. I don't even deal with those type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do think the women that are in the world that really do want to have a family and want to have a man that loves them and a husband that loves them and all that. I do think that you're gonna consider that, especially if you're a person who's ambitious and who has means, whatever the case may be. I don't think it's anything wrong with that, right? But
No,
I
it's
think
nothing
it's
wrong with it. I was just saying
short-sighted.
personally.
But I think
Mhm.
it's short-sighted to make that your primary thing because again, what happens if you meet this man, he's making 150 grand or whatever, but he loses his job? Do you leave? Or you riding out with him because he's more valuable than the money that you're looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy to me.
Right.
I think people who live in that type of bubble and want those type of crazy things, they're not living in the real world. There's nothing wrong with wanting that, But that to me shouldn't be the primary thing. It should be, does he treat me right? Do
I
I feel
feel you.
safe with him? Is he loyal? Like, is he
For
honest? Like, is he
sure.
respectful? Who gives a shit about all the money? I don't. I mean, but I
I
live
think when
I
you
live a
have all
strong
of that,
life. So
I think when you have all of those, no problem. I think when you have all of those things, it creates more of a narcissist or an asshole. I think the more you go up, the more you have in life, like you're not gonna, you know what I'm saying, get that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? With those characters and
That's not
attributes.
true. Money just enhances who you are. That's all it does.
I hear you.
I
I
think
mean, it's,
I get what he's saying though. Like, if you're Paris Hilton, right,
Mhm.
and you're mega wealthy, you probably not gonna go get the DJ guy. You know what I'm saying? That not DJ, not our DJ. I'm saying a guy that
But
is a
the
DJ.
DJ at the
Yeah, yeah,
club,
yeah,
you're not gonna
yeah.
go
You're probably not
get
gonna go get
car
that guy,
chicken.
because even if you love him, and even if he has all these attributes, he's a good guy, whatever, he's not gonna ever be able to compete with you, and he's probably gonna feel less than in that type of relationship. It's gonna be probably a power balance that's off balance. So yeah, I agree with that. But here's the thing too. I don't think it's anything wrong with the women who want that. Chase your dreams, girl. Just understand, just because it sparkles doesn't mean it's gold. You know what I'm saying? So if you end up with a dud because you was chasing, the money,
right.
you get what you
Right.
get.
You get
And
what
what
you
if he had
get.
all that money and he got a little penis? That ain't right. Just saying. So I don't know. I think if
Right. So yeah.
as a human race we valued people over money, over things, then we would have, you know what I'm saying, we would end up with a better outcome. But if we're valuing what she looked like, she got a juicy booty and big titties, and she got nice skin, and she smelled good, over the
Well,
substance
that'll
of
bring me.
that
That'll
person.
bring me home. That'll bring
See
me
what I'm
home every.
saying? But it ain't
That'll
no, you
have
know,
me
that
running
ring is,
home every night.
but you're not gonna propose
No,
again.
she got to show more. She
See
has
what
to
I'm
show
saying?
more. Like the game is up. She got to show more. She want this ring. She got to show it.
So what else can she do?
She got to put
Because
that
your
time in and
value
show
is
me.
her
Put that
sex.
trick
What else
in.
is she doing?
She's showing me. Look, ain't nobody else. It's only you. We riding out in life. You know what I'm saying?
Did you get cheated on?
No, I've never really been cheated on
Lies.
like that.
Who cheated on you?
I'm not hurt from it.
Yeah, you are hurt. That's why you think the way you do. That's why
Yeah,
you move
that's
the way
true.
you do.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. It's a trauma that happened. Listen, I'm a therapist, just so you know.
I'm traumatized.
But it's a
Lord.
trauma that happened, and you trying to ignore it. And just by ignoring it, don't make it go away. You need healing. And you think that healing and sex is gonna get you there. It's
Some
not.
fine big booty woman come heal me.
It's not gonna heal you. It's not.
Fine big booty woman. Look at this.
No,
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
going
not.
on what she was saying earlier.
Yeah, it's not gonna heal you. But if you really do, if you at some point decide that you really do want true love and things like that, you just got to be yourself, and then that person will value. If they value you and like you, they're gonna value that. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm married. Like I said, I've been married for 20 years. I want to treat my husband right. I want to respect him and honor him. You know what I mean? I want him to be happy and fulfilled and all of those things. And so I'm going to do my best to do it. I'm not perfect, but I am. But that's because we have a life connection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
I'm looking
as long
for
as
that
you
too.
worried about all that other shit, you ain't going to get there. But if you worried about the person and loving on them and them loving on you and respecting and building together and supporting each other like that, then all that other shit will come.
Absolutely. She got it from day one with me.
No, she don't. Not if she didn't turn around and give you the poom poom. She did not get it from day one.
Nah, I gotta get to that. We gotta build. I gotta but my thing is, we've talked on the phone, we've laughed, we kicked it, we've talked about some things. She like how I think. I'm funny to her. She want to get to know me more.
Have you ever gone on a date with a woman and you took her out to somewhere that you're not interviewing her?
Absolutely. I don't interview. I just take her out because I know she wanted.
You said at the beginning.
No, I said that's what women are doing to men. That's what women are doing to men. I'm not interviewing. I'm not asking her all these quick questions and stuff.
I'm not to know her.
I'm gonna know her. I'm with her. I'm spending time with her. I'm getting into her mind. We getting to know each other. We spending time. We talking to each other. We getting to know each other. Anything more, we would be touchy feely.
He sounds like he's from New York or New Jersey or something, huh? Creative. Where are you from?
I'm definitely born and raised in New York.
Oh gosh. You can tell. Do I sound like him? I don't.
You do.
I do.
Y'all sound just alike. I knew it when he came on. I was like, he from Jersey, Boston, or New York, somewhere around there.
East Coast, right?
No, because I grew up in the East Coast. That's why.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to the
I want to
East
move to the
Coast.
East Coast, but they say
East Coast
California
fan.
gonna fall into the ocean, so I don't know if I want to move over there.
You want to
I mean,
move
not
to
the
Oh
East Coast, the
Lord.
West Coast.
the
Sorry.
West Coast?
Yeah.
I'm on the West Coast.
California
You know,
knows
Portland,
how to
Oregon.
party. Huh?
Today was almost 80 degrees.
It's
Lord, I
still like
wish I
40
was
something
with you.
degrees in Texas or in Houston. It's cold.
It was cold.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
cold all week and last week too.
hell yeah. It's 14 degrees over here. The pipes are busting and all type of stuff.
Oh, really? Damn.
Right.
Oh yeah, because
So do you live in an apartment? Can you afford to live in like those $3 million apartments, or do you live in like Brooklyn somewhere in the
Hell no.
brownstone?
I'm on 60,000 a year. Hell no.
I'm just messing with you.
It's all good.
You good? Don't worry about that.
Rolling on a budget.
So would you, if you got married and you found the right one, would you give her all your money?
Absolutely. She got
I don't
everything,
believe
anything,
you.
all my possessions. I want to find a woman to marry anyway because she got to get all my possessions.
Would you
I
marry
need
an ugly
somebody.
woman?
Oh no.
Mm.
You would not
What about
marry
an
her?
average woman? Would you marry her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, she just got to be above
What did you
ugly.
say before? What did you
She
say
just got to
before?
have a heart of gold. She got to have a heart of gold.
Wow. All
Would he
right.
marry a what? What type
I
of
was
woman?
saying, would he marry an ugly woman? He said no. Yeah,
Why
but he would
not?
marry an average woman.
What if she was like really pretty? Not pretty. What if
She
she
can't
was?
be really pretty and ugly, sis.
What if she had everything else, but she was just ugly?
He said no. Mm-mm.
I
He's gonna
spend time
cheat
with
on
her.
her. That's what's gonna happen.
I spend time with her. I spend a lot of time with her and be friends with
He's
her.
gonna cheat on
I
her.
don't
He's
know
not
if
having sex with her.
Would you pay for her to get surgery to look good, more appealing to you?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
It is.
I think I might. Damn, that's a great question.
See, and then I would. Oh my God!
I don't want to do that. I don't want to. I feel like that's a last resort. I feel like I could find something natural. I could find somebody average natural. I don't want to have to go to that resort because I don't care about all of that type of stuff.
And then, what type of woman is gonna let this guy she's dating or she's in a relationship with tell her she needs to get big boobs or what do they call it, the BBL, or she needs to get her nose changed or whatever? Like, I'm like, girl, how do you feel about yourself if you letting some dude?
I don't pay for her to leave me.
That's true. She probably would leave your ass too. Mm-hmm. She got her boobs and her booty, and she out.
And if she was all about the family and just keeping me happy, hopefully she stay.
Would you date a lady that had a whole bunch of fake?
What you say?
Would you date a lady if she had a whole bunch of fake boobs, fake nose, fake booty, all of that? Would you date her? Of course you would. You would.
Yeah, I mean, I'm into aesthetics. I'm into anything that feels good, looks good. So dating, spending time is no problem, but like handing your whole life over, or that's a bigger deal. And I don't want to do that with somebody like with fake titties, fake boobs and stuff like that, fake BBLs and all that type of stuff.
But how would you know?
Right. So if it's all, you know what I'm saying, if it just feels good and she is who she is, I'm more judging who she is spiritually inside. Like, you know what I'm saying, the woman inside, what makes her tick.
After she looks good, right?
Yeah, I mean,
after he's
looking
tried
good.
her punani out, then he can, focus on the other attributes.
You see why women get surgery?
Some women.
Well, they do that. I mean, they're gonna use that. They're gonna be on OnlyFans. They're gonna be putting their pictures up. They're gonna see what industries and stuff they can get into. They're gonna be on the pole. They're gonna use their body for more than they're gonna get money off of it.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's just different things that a woman, when she gets that done, she can start to maneuver more, you know what I'm saying, as a sexier woman and start to use that.
So if you was a woman, would you do that?
If I was a woman, would I do that? That's all. I couldn't even imagine being a woman. I don't know.
I'm just saying if you was.
I mean, I would try to be dignity, pride. I wouldn't be trying to be showing my body. Nah, I wouldn't want to be known for all of that. Nah, that's not
Okay.
mine. I wouldn't.
Because the reason why I
Yeah.
said that, because you just jumped straight to that. When she gets her body done, she gonna go in the pole and
Well, no, I'm just saying those are all the avenues now open. She can, Instagram model, OF, the pole, like different industries of the sex world and sex industry because
That
she's using her
if
body.
that's what that woman is doing, and not all of them, but if that's the purpose of her doing that, then she doesn't value herself anyways. She
yeah.
didn't think she looked good anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
she's gonna do that, that's who she was gonna be anyway.
Right. I'm
She
not
was
trying to
in
make women like that my woman. Like I'm not trying to, I like I said, just an average regular woman who wants to be a mother, wants to be in a family, and I'll hold that down. I'll give her
So
that.
how young will you date now? What's the lowest you'll go?
I would like to be 35 and up,
Mm.
So
honestly.
what was the age of your last relationship?
She was my age.
You lie. You such
How
a
old?
Yes, she was
How old are
my age.
you?
he lied.
I'm close to 50.
She
So
was
you
not
like
almost your age. Stop
so
it.
you like
Yeah, she
47,
is.
49?
She's exactly my age, about some months.
Oh, okay.
So what happened? Why didn't it work?
Um, it
He
was
found
just
another.
nah, like honestly, like it was just a thing of she had that surgery where she couldn't have babies anymore.
Oh,
She
hysterectomy.
was she was moving and like life was changing. She already had kids and she was kind of like tending to them and making sure they about to get into college and stuff like that. So she had went on with life kind of.
Mm. Mhm. So she's the one that got away.
No, I wouldn't say that. That would be another. Well, she's one of them. I would say one more, maybe two more.
Two
But
more.
yeah, that I could have took serious. One of them was real young, and I should have took that serious, but I just wasn't there. I was 22, 23. I just wasn't there. And then later on was more like in my late 30s, but then she just like up and just disappeared. Like, I
Mm.
thought things
He
was good, but
ghosted you.
she had already hit kind of a little bit. And we talked about it later on and stuff like that. But she had things going on with her daughter, a lot of things on her mind. Maybe I wasn't moving in maybe the right direction, but we didn't even get a chance to talk about all of that. You know what I mean? So it was just like,
Mm.
yeah.
So
So
black
and
so black
then that last one, yeah.
so Black Manosphere, since you
hmm
because you named all your relationships.
hmm
So what advice would you give these men that are dating now and they potentially see their future wife, but they don't take action?
I'd be like, that's silly. I mean, you have to, as a man, you have to go for your dreams, what you see, what you're trying to make happen. You have to be a leader. You have to go for that. You need that experience as well. And if you don't try things, you'll never know what you can do. So you have to test yourself. You have to definitely go for yours. So that's the first thing. You definitely have to go. You can't not try.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because based on your experience, you made it seem like you don't really get much in a lifetime. You probably get a couple in a decade if you're lucky.
Right, exactly. So definitely shoot your best shot and be in your best stance to do that so that you know what I mean, you feeling confident and knowing that hey, you know what I'm saying, I'm a good deal. She's not gonna turn me down, even if she might, you never know what's going on in her life. Maybe you
Mhm.
want to do some investigation, some little, if
Not
possible.
investigations.
Yeah, just a little, you know what I mean? I think a lot of us, go from work, we date people that we're close around and we seen and talked to in passing or something, you know what I mean?
Mm.
And maybe find out if she's single or not, or, you know what I mean? Because you're trying to, find out about this person. But if anything that you're interested in, go hard at it and put yourself in the best position to get it. So.
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
Artie, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I just came in on the last, like literally when I popped in, I was just signing on to the thing. My kids running around and all that. But anyway, I'll just answer that last question you had. Like, what message would you give to a guy if he sees a woman he wants to go for? I would say the same exact thing the other guy said was to go for it. But the biggest thing I would say is make sure that I don't want to say be selfish, but I do want to say do what's in your best interest, and that goes for guys and girls. Because I'll say it like make sure you live the life that you want to live for you. Because if not, other people will make you live the life that they want you to have. So make sure
Yeah,
if you're
I
doing
talked
something
about
that
that earlier in my 20s, how that guy didn't want me to go out
yeah
to bars and stuff, and you
He didn't
know,
want you to do
yeah
it.
like
he didn't want me to go out to the
if you
Oh
if
bars.
yeah,
you
yeah,
if
yeah.
you
You
want to
did
do
say.
something in life, if you want to do something in life, go for it. Go learn as much as you can. I think that would be one thing that I would tell anybody else. I mean, I have daughters, so I don't have sons at all. But I have nephews that are like 14. I tell them like, man, make sure whatever it is you want to do, like do that. Like don't like. I'm not saying don't worry about anything because um you do have to be smart enough to know how to maneuver, especially around other men and stuff like that. Because you don't want to step on toes. You got to learn the way of being a man. But you get all that with time. But just make sure that you're doing something that you want to do. Because other people will make you do what they want you to do, and that's the damn government. You can get you a little girlfriend who's 16, 17, that, y'all both 17, and she gonna try to make you spend all your money working at a damn ice cream shop or Target, and spend all that money on buying her goofy ass damn Tiffany chain or something like that. Don't, you know what I mean? I'm not saying don't do it, but I'm saying if that's what you want to do, then do that. But just make sure that you want to do that, not nobody else. Because people will implant ideas in your brain, and you will look up 10 years done gone by, and you don't have nothing to show for it.
Mm,
Nothing at all. And I done seen it happen. In certain ways, I done dealt with stuff like that. And I would definitely say, last thing, don't trust everybody that you come to contact with. You know what I mean? That your skin folk people, that idea is actually true. Like, yeah, you can know somebody since Pampers, and they can change up on you on a dime. But, you know, just be aware of, things, like you're a chess piece, things move around all the time. So just because somebody's one way all the time, don't think that they can glow up. Or that same person who's just quiet, sitting off on the side, don't think that they not harmful because they quiet, and, they keep a small circle, and they say please and thank you 5 times straight. Don't think that they won't buck up and, start snapping neck. That, so that's what I would say.
Hmm.
okay. Muscular and muscular?
Did he leave again?
He's sitting on his throne. That's what he's doing.
Hmm.
Okay, since you guys are all here, I just wanted to share a short video. I don't know if you guys know about I think it's Janae Ako. I don't know how to say her name, but Jean.
She the
Anybody know
popular
about
one.
her? Yeah.
I
And
know. I don't.
she was dating Big Sean.
Oh, you said Janae Iso. I think you talking about a YouTuber. Never mind. Janae Iso, yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna just look at this video because she was dating Big Sean for about 10 years. And this where this topic comes in. Being a girlfriend is a scam. And we're gonna watch small segments and you guys can share your comments on it. Can you guys see the video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sean and Janae Aiko breaking up after 10 years, except for I'm going to make a disclaimer first. I do not blame women for falling for patriarchal programming because this whole time we're actually living in a patriarchal society. What we need to do is put the blame more on men. And we need to actually have more solidarity as women because we have all been through this ringer. Whereas with men, instead of getting put through a ringer, they get put on a platform and they think that that's normal, and they think that that gives them a right to treat women like shit. And I think one of those things is worse than the other. To me, this is not embarrassing for Janae. This is embarrassing to Big Sean. He fumbled an amazing woman, and I refuse to shame her. So, what we're going to do instead is discuss what lessons can be learned from the situation at hand. Nothing more, nothing less. All right. Let's go. And lesson number 1 is never get a man tattooed on you. I feel like that's self-explanatory and we can just move right along, but like, just don't do it. Men.
Do you guys agree with that?
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yep. I mean, what's the point of you getting someone's name tattooed on your body if y'all are just dating? Who knows that y'all gonna be together forever? You gonna pay extra money just to get it taken off? Why bother? Just saying.
Yeah.
Why fucking bother? Mm-hmm.
Already have way too much rights to our body for us to be like willingly giving them real estate on our body. I also think like a man who actually likes you would have like at least tried to stop you from doing that. Okay, lesson number 2 is never love a man more than he loves you. Women already love men.
What do you guys think about that?
It's just a feminist view, but I mean, it is what it is. You know, I don't believe love is the end all be all anyway. Because you know, you can love somebody, but what you do with your time, you know, love doesn't make you do something that's not in your best interest. Like you know, you do something that's not in your best interest because you want to do that. You know, at the end of the day, it's no different than drinking, smoking, or you know, dealing with certain people. Like if that's what you want to do, that's what you're gonna do. So that's what I would, you know, say. But if that's how she wants to word it, then hey, you know.
Yeah, I feel like the lesson 2, she could have left out never love a man more than he loves you, and she could have just put love yourself more, and you know, decenter men or decenter women. Do you guys
I like
agree?
that first part. I like that first part you said. Yeah, you could love yourself more.
Okay. What about the whole decentering men?
Okay.
I think that's personal. Like I think that's that's personal. I mean, it's gonna be hard. I mean, if you're trying to have a relationship and things like that, like I mean, if you're decentering men for what? Just to cleanse them out of your life and work on you more, I could understand that, you know, just like being celibate. But you know, I think those are more feminist talking views, and I would ask to what avail, you know, decenter them for what?
Okay, that's
Yeah,
a fair conclusion.
like, what do you mean decent? So, like, I mean, I'm not saying what do you mean. I understand what you mean when you said, but if I hear a random woman says that that's what she's doing, I'm like, hey, you know, it doesn't matter how you like cut the cake. Like, you still gotta deal. Like, let's say you want to have kids. You know, a woman can be decent to men all she wants. If she wants to have kids, she has to deal with a man in some way. Well, I know you can go to a sperm bank, but you're gonna deal with a man or input from the man or some type of male, you know, business to have a kid. So you're gonna deal with the man regardless. You know, you just accept what you can accept. You know, deal with what you can deal with, and you know, figure things out. You know,
Right.
that's all I would say.
I agree. I totally agree. And he made a real good point because you decenter men, but now you still got to deal with men in the world now. What are you going to carry attitudes and be in a bad disposition? You know what I'm saying? When you got to deal with a man, like, you're going to add more stress and things to your, you know what I'm saying? Your cortisol levels and stuff like that. You're going to add more to yourself, or are you doing something really positive for yourself? So
That's true. I think what she meant by that is decentering men is like saying do not make a relationship your holy grail of like, you know, your happiness. Like, you know, if some people feel like if they don't get the male validation, they don't get men's attention, you know, men to say something to them, it like throws off their day. So if you decenter them and you focus more on yourself and you don't look for that outside validation, you'll be more centered.
Well, she's gonna get tricked out of her position anyway. If you decent to men, you just gonna be out here begging. Because at the end of the day, you still, what's gonna happen when you're like, if you single and you alone, right? And your car break down, who you gonna call? Somebody who decentered,
AAA.
or who you call a man. Like you know what I'm saying, like you're calling a man at the end of the day. So you need a man's input, a man's service in your life as a woman, and that's fine. That's not a dig at women. Men need
No,
that.
but that's not what she's getting at. She's just saying, don't let that be your be all end all. That should be your 100% focus. That's what I got from it. I don't think she's saying that. I think some women, like Creative was saying, is like, and I've had friends like this. It's like they get a man and then they go ghost. And it's like, wait, we were friends. What the hell? And then when the
Yeah,
guy
that's
and
what
them
she's
break
supposed to
up,
do.
no,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do that.
No.
Shut up.
See, and that's
And then
what's
when the
messed
guy
up.
break up with them, then suddenly they want to be your friend again. Nah,
Yeah.
we're not friends. If we can't,
Yeah,
and I'm not
if
saying
you
I
was a
should be your
friend, you would
focus.
be there for her. If you was a friend, that's what you
No,
get.
no,
I
no, no,
mean,
no.
that's natural. You
No,
would be there
that's
for her when she get
toxic.
back.
That's toxic. No, you don't just leave people who've been riding with you because another person showed up in your life. You don't. That doesn't mean you can't
Each
prioritize
other's
them. Where,
numbers.
hold
You
on,
still
that
got each
doesn't
other's
mean that you
numbers.
can't prioritize that person because that's a new relationship you're trying to, grow it or whatever. I'm not gonna be that girl. You don't need to call me every day, but you don't drop your day ones. That's crazy. And some women do that, and that's crazy. And then they usually be the women that end up because they're that guy became their center, and then everything revolves around him, and then he dump your ass or treat you bad. Now you want to be my friend? No, go talk to him. Mm-mm. You don't get to cast me aside. I don't give a shit who you are. If you in my family, if you in my friend group, I don't care who you are. You're not casting me aside because you met somebody.
She on the low, making good love. It's a lot of hours and time being
And
spent in
stay
that.
over there.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh, friends, how many of us have them?
Right. Because she showed me she wasn't really my friend.
Facts. She just used
She
you.
ain't got time.
But
She
yeah.
on the low now. She
No,
got
it
her
comes
man
off
is
as
important now.
That's
it comes
crazy.
off as usury because you just used me because you ain't had nothing to do.
Correct.
And now when your other half is there, and now it's like, F me, and now, that's
Not
ridiculous.
I don't have them type of people.
but we just don't have time like we used to when I was
Nobody
single.
said that. You listening to a part of the conversation. I said it doesn't. I don't need to be your primary person because I got a whole ass husband. I don't need to be your primary person, but you shouldn't be a person that whenever I get into a relationship, and this is man or a woman, that you just drop the real ones for that person and you'll never talk to them. And then once that person does you wrong, now you my friend? Nah, fuck out of here.
So what is the friendship? What is the friendship built on? Isn't it built on being there for each other and
I'm
in tough
being there for
times?
you, but you gotta reciprocate. You don't just ghost me because you fucking some dude.
Yeah,
You
now
don't.
that's wrong. That's just
That's
wrong.
all I'm
Like
saying.
just
That's all I'm
ghost.
saying. I'm not
Okay.
saying I know that no matter who you are in this life, right? The older you get, you eventually usually have a family. So you either have kids or a husband or a wife, right? So then your priorities are going to change. And that's an expectation. My priority is my husband. I'm his priority, right? But at the end of the day, I still go hang out with my friends. He's introverted, so he don't really give a shit about friends. But he has friends, and when they come around, he hang out with them. But you don't get to dump me because you got a friend over here. I'm your rider, I'm your die. But I've learned over the years because I've had friends like that. I've learned over the years. I actually had a bestie. She was like my sister. She got with this guy. And then we stopped being friends. Like she stopped being my friends for 5 years. Then called me.
Damn.
Suddenly, I'm getting emails. Hey Chanel, what do you think about this fall look for? Da-da-da-da-da. She coming by my
pick
house
right back up.
unannounced. Huh?
Right back up where y'all left off? Like nothing
No.
happened?
No. We can't pick right back up. You on probation, sis. But no,
Yeah,
we
he-
can't
he
pick
was-
right back up. And she values me as a friend. So we're back friends now. And she's married and she knows the balance now. But she grew up thinking that dumb shit like that. And it's like she realized after that guy was gone, it's like, oh, these were my real friends. These were my real friends. These are people that, when I was breaking up with him was like showed up like, yeah, we got the U-Haul. Let's get you gone. Let's help you. Like, yeah, we were her real friends. And so now that he's gone and he did you dirty or whatever else, now you want to come around now, sis?
He knocking Mario coins out of her.
See?
Right?
And she,
But
at
yeah,
that
I feel that's the way with anybody. It could be your family. You don't just not be my family because you know what I'm saying. Somebody else showed up.
yeah,
Loyalty is real.
I think
And
for
it
me,
goes
I'm a
both
little
ways.
more lenient on it, but the big thing for me is I had like my best friend of I don't know like however many years when we was around like 18, 19, like he was knocking down my girl like behind my back. He was doing it like for like a month and a half, like 6 weeks, and I didn't
Wow.
even know.
Crazy.
Now, mind you, when I moved out of, when my parents divorced around when I was 15, we moved out of the home and I moved with my mom. And when I was cleaning up the home, I found a picture of me standing right beside him in first grade. And all those years later, I just recently found that picture, and I'm thinking like, bruh, I stood right beside you in first grade, and then all of a sudden, like you knocking down my girl, like beside, like behind my back for 6 weeks.
Savage.
And now
Mhm.
here's the thing. Now his own biological cousin was a real nigga and told me about it. So I was like, for him, I have like a deep spot in me for that, because he went against his own family to do something that was to
Mhm. The
right
right
a
thing.
wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got cool with him years later, and like, but it just never was the same. And I don't even talk to him no more. Like I
Yeah, I
haven't talked to
agree.
him
It's
in
like
like
I'm
10,
friends with
12 years,
her. I'm
and
back friends with her now, but it's never
I
the
feel
same.
about it.
Mm-mm.
It's sad, man. People. I'm big on when you do wrong by me. Then that's when, like, if you want to go hump on somebody, or like, I know dudes do it all the time. Like, I had like, you'll work with a dude, you'll be real close with him, and then all of a sudden he'll start knocking down some girls. So now all of a sudden he's skipping out, going to work, and he hanging out with her. They doing all this stuff, and boom, he ended up getting her pregnant. It falls apart because it was going to fall apart, and now all of a sudden he's back in the group chat, or trying to be cool, hooping stuff like that around y'all. And I'm like, bro,
Wow.
I get it, I'm cool with it, but I just don't do when you like disrespect me. That's my big thing, but
Mhm.
that's just my part on it.
That sounded like he went on a joyride, crashed his car, and came back.
Yeah, like, oh, man. But you see, it ain't my car, so I gotta have like love for my friend. If any of y'all did it and we were like good friends and stuff like that, I'd be like, I mean, hey, it is what it is. You ain't die, but I'm not gonna like. Can I hold your car? No, you can't hold my car. But you know what I mean. I can take you where you gotta go. You know what I mean. But if that's how you gonna live life, I just don't do disrespect. But go ahead,
Okay, so
go to come back.
As a general, as a whole, more than men love women. And so, what you think is just normal, like behavior, treatment of a human being, all of those things are optional and extra for men. Men are not even taught to be kind to women in general. So, like, if a man is not baseline kind to you and is like showing you beyond a reasonable doubt that he loves you, like, you have to love yourself more than that. You have to decenter men as a whole so that you're not thinking of a man's presence as a prize, because it is the other way around. Lesson 3 is never turn your life upside down for a man. A man is not going to be the solution to you having relationship problems with another man. Like, never blow your life up for a man, right? Blow your life up if you must, but do not just immediately go to another situation where it's like not that different than the situation you had to blow your life up from. Okay, lesson number 4, don't have kids with or for men or expect them to stick around afterwards just because of a kid. I do not care if you're married or not, by the way, they will still leave or cheat on you. It doesn't matter. Everyone's saying,
what do you guys think about that?
I can't take nothing what she's saying seriously because I can't get over her annoying voice. But I listen. I don't necessarily agree or disagree
Okay.
because I don't think you should blow up your life. But I've already demonstrated that why I don't think you should do that. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But I don't necessarily think that, like, I don't like when people speak in absolutes that men don't care about women. Men are not taught to be kind. I'm like,
Yeah, I don't like that
what,
either.
what are you talking about? Those are the
She
men
comes
you
off
know.
as a little bit
She
biased.
talking to a
I don't like
niche
that
audience. She
vibe.
talking to a niche audience too. That swallows up that type
Yeah,
of
she
content.
Yeah.
coming off biased.
But that's why I said part of it I agree with, but I don't agree with. Like, I do believe the man should be being kind to you. You know what I'm saying? But I think in general people should be kind. So it wouldn't matter if it's a man, a woman, whomever. I still think that somebody should treat you, with respect. Period.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
does come off very biased. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that feminist divestment crowd type of
Yeah, you're right.
patriarchy, we're all oppressed, gotta treat guys like this and do them like that. And she married.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Is she
you know her?
married?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm.
How
She's
you know?
married?
Yeah, she married. Mhm.
I
So
remember she
she's
had
just
a.
probably doing this for content. She don't believe this shit. If she's married, she don't believe this. I don't believe it. Yeah.
Exactly. They be doing, everybody hustling, right? Everybody's hustling.
All right, so
Hey,
the basic of this was to go over that chick Jean Accor and Big Sean. They broke up after 10 years. So
Mm-hmm.
they was dating for 10 years. I think she has like a kid by him or 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And
'Cause I was about to
he
ask.
never
Yeah.
popped the question to her.
She
Mm-hmm.
was
So
good
that's
with
why
the
she broke up with him?
relationship.
Hmm?
Is that why she broke
Right.
up with
That's
him?
a good question. Right.
Yeah.
she a goofy.
No, I'm want to get that question answered. Like, is that why she broke up with him?
I
Because she
think so,
didn't get the ring. Because she didn't
yeah.
get the
Because
ring.
yeah, it was ongoing, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So how
I
long have they
think
been broken up? Is it soon or like has it been a while or
It's
what?
been a while. I'm just going over being a girlfriend is a scam. How she wasted 10 years.
Yeah, she did.
yeah,
That was it.
I've seen
She
videos
got she
who
got
spoke
2 kids
about it.
out of it.
It's still a
She,
waste.
Yeah,
nothing's forever, right? I
yeah,
mean, she didn't
Some
get
things
married
are.
from the beginning. No, I mean, I guess so. But she didn't get married from the beginning. I mean, they've been playing house and doing the family thing for 10 years. I mean, sometimes things get
Hey,
old.
Radiance.
A lot of people say we don't
That's
make it
my
through the
boo.
seven the
Sorry, go
seven
ahead.
year. Yes, no problem. A lot of people say you don't make it through the 7-year itch, but if you could make it through that, then y'all could probably stay together forever. But um,
That's
I
what
guess
they
she just
say.
got tired. Yeah, that's what they say on average.
she,
I
she was a
think you
goofy to
won't make it
begin
if you
with
know.
because she was
Oh,
a
I
baby
haven't seen
mama
Lovely T in a
before she even
minute.
met him.
I'm interested to
She
see
was
what
a
Lovely
baby
T has
mama
to say.
already.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know if you guys know about this situation. I just brought it up because this is like the complete definition. I don't know if you guys know Peter Guns and Amina and Tara and that whole triangulation.
No, I don't know. Mm-mm.
Okay, so
I know
she's
it. I
gonna
know about it.
you know about it. So she's gonna,
No,
walk us into it real quick.
Okay.
AKA Amina Caterpillar, because that's what we used to call her back in the day when I used to do my reviews on Love and Hip Hop. But she is trending. And so when I saw her trending, I'm like, what year is this? 2017? Like, I haven't heard her name in years. I've been off of her and Peter Guns for a long time. But Amina came online to tell the world that she is homeless and that she had to take her children back to Germany. If you guys
Damn.
do not know who Amina Butterfly is, I'm going to go ahead and refresh your memory. Remember, she was one of the 2 ladies, her and Tara. They were in a love triangle, okay, with Peter Guns. So let's go ahead and watch this throwback.
We love each other. Amina. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but I know that he loves me. I would like to see the facts, Amina. I can prove it. Let's see it. Give it here. Let's prove it.
All
I
right.
can't say that it's love. I can say it's an outlet. I'm an outlet. If I like to go to Great
You want me to
Adventures
tell you
sometimes
something?
too. I love going to Great
I'm an
Adventures
outlet.
and playing around.
I'm his wife. And ain't nothing fake about that.
Oh shit.
Come back on the screen. Y'all remember them episodes?
Why do I
Love
feel like
and
I
Hip Hop
saw
New York
that?
had us hooked for years, okay?
Chanel, you remember that? Chanel,
I
we
feel
have
like
an
that
amnesia.
sounds familiar. It sounds familiar, but I don't remember. But yeah, go ahead. I'm listening. Mhm.
Chanel be having amnesia. You remember
I
them?
did. I did have amnesia because I only watched one season of was it Love and Hip Hop?
Yeah.
But that scene sounds familiar. And I feel like, or maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like she learns that she really wasn't the only one or some shit. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but it
Yeah, it was
sounds familiar.
Tara. Tara had his kid, and they was always, in this triangulation. She would always sleep with him. He would sleep over, but he wouldn't marry her. He would always mislead her, and she would always be infatuated, and she would always be like, one day.
She was a young expat, right, from Germany. She over in America trying to get her music career popping. Blase blah. She meets Peter Guns, right?
That's the
He's
new chick.
up.
That's the new chick that he's married to.
What you say?
That's the new girl, Amina.
Yeah, Amina. Yeah, she played the guitar. Like she tried to be. She was like a musician, and she was trying to get her music career popping. And they wound up messing with each other. And yeah, that came in between. That's the love triangle with Takara and her and Amina Butterfly. And then she find out like, yeah, he a player. Peter's a player. Like she didn't know who she was dealing with, and that's like her first real thing, I guess. And it was just that love triangle. She was young, and I think Kara, the one that been with him and got the kids, she really knows him. You know what I'm saying? She new to him. So you know what I'm saying? But she tried to one up her with, oh, we married, and you know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that whole situation, right? He a player.
All right, let's
Yeah,
watch more. Go ahead.
he was. I'll just say this and then I gotta go. I'm a follower of the channel and all that, and I'll probably be on when you go live again. But I'll just say this and I go. The girl Tara, because I remember vaguely about this situation. She was goofy too. She's equally as goofy as Amina. Because let me explain why. If I'm not mistaken, Peter has 5 or 6 kids, and I think he has 2 other baby mamas before Tara. If I'm not mistaken, because I know he has his oldest kid is probably Corey Guns, the rapper who was signed to Lil Wayne. That's not Tara's kid. So he already didn't marry a woman that he had kids with. One of those kids became a rap star or a mid-level star, or whatever. So he already didn't. If the guy you meet
Oh
has
shit,
kids
you're
with a
right.
woman,
Hold on, he's right. Peter Guns
if
has
you
10 kids and 6 baby mothers.
I knew of 2 of them. So I didn't even know that he had 4 apparently when he met Tara. So here's what I'll say: if you're a woman and you meet a guy, he already has multiple kids by multiple women. If he did not marry any of these women, that is your own sign to, if you're going to engage with the guy, don't get pregnant by him. He's probably not going to marry you. That's the first thing that should go through your mind. The second thing is, why do you even deal with a guy who's like that? Because maybe his judgments or his patterns or how he thinks isn't up to snuff because he already has those amounts of kids and baby mamas. I mean, I have friends who have 3, 4 baby mamas. In their lives, they ain't got substantial amounts of money. I'm not saying I'm any better, but I don't have kids outside of being married. You see what I'm saying? So Tara was already a lost cause. And Amina, I feel so bad for her because she is pretty as hell, but she came over here. She didn't have no guidance. I don't know if she had her dad or her mom in her life when she was over in Germany, but she came over here, risking it for the biscuit, as they call it, and she messed around and found out with the guy Peter Gunn. And unfortunately, she's in this situation. Hopefully, she gets out of it, but, hey, you mess around, you find out sometimes. But anyway, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all time. I'll subscribe and hopefully I'll catch y'all again sometime.
Okay.
All right, no doubt, brother. Peace. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are like very 2 beautiful women. It's such a shame.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, hard lessons in life to learn. But you don't chase behind these type of guys. You don't, especially when you get to, all right, women are gonna fall in love, right? And women are gonna, be with and fantasize through guys and all that type of stuff. But if you find out guys got kids and guys got situations and things, it's just best not to, hit your wagon to that. If that's not where, not where you're going. So
okay.
Sometimes you learn the hard way. Go ahead.
And the biggest story was the Amina Butterfly Tara situation. Even Cardi B got involved and was clowning Peter on stage. So it was a mess, okay? But, over the years, Tara has had her sons. Amina had her 2 daughters, beautiful little girls, by the way. So to find out that she is homeless with her babies in Germany, it shocked a lot of people on the internet because people just assumed she was doing her thing on TikTok, I guess. So let's go ahead and watch the video that went viral the other day about Amina and her daughters.
Day 1, waking up in Germany after losing our home in LA. Me and my kids moved out of place, put our stuff in storage, or most of it in the trash, but some of it in the storage. And we don't have a home, y'all. But guess what? Thank God for family, because we're in Germany with my family and we're going to be here till I figure it out, because I will, as I always do. But the last couple of years have been so rough, working my butt off, not making enough money, end up losing my place. And now we're staying with family until I know what I can figure out what's next. And don't ask me what that is, because everybody's like, so what's the plan? I have no idea. I needed to freaking clear my head so I can come up with a plan. And all I know is we're happy, we're healthy, we're powerful, we're capable, and there's so much opportunity out there. And sometimes losing something is only taking you to the next place that you're meant to be. So we see what life has got in store for us. No, but seriously, I threw my whole life in the trash. 80% of what we own, and I didn't own anything valuable anyway to begin with, but it feels very good to not have much, but have what's important, which is love. I've never been materialistic anyway, and I only want what's valuable to me. Stay tuned for what's next.
All right, so you guys just saw her video where she's saying that she's homeless. So then, of course, the infamous Cardi B video went viral of her saying, you know, are you paying their rent? So a lot of people started going and attacking Peter and saying, why are you not paying Amina's rent? Let me refresh your memory on this viral video from a few years ago.
Look what you gave Amina
I'm back.
and Tyra. Babies, and that's it.
No, that's not it.
Are you paying both of their rent?
Yes.
You know you're not paying their rent. Look what you gave.
So, of course, that went viral. That was an iconic meme. And so a lot of people were accusing Peter Gunz of not paying Amina's rent, being a deadbeat daddy. So Peter Gunz decided to do an interview yesterday with Godfrey. So we're going to go ahead and watch that interview. It's pretty long. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but he made some very decent points and he spoke out on his behalf.
Because the furniture is fucked up. I mean, the furniture, a dog and pissed all over everything, bed, everything. It's nasty. So throw that shit in the trash. We'll start over when you get back. So her friend has an Airbnb. So I'll pay the rent up in the Airbnb for a couple months until you get on your feet and just stay there. Yeah. Boom. That was the plan when she come back. I wanted her to do that. I didn't want her to leave. I really would rather have done that because 2 reasons. One is that's like a vacation. You get to go sit down for 2 months and chill and then come back and I still got the same. So let's just pay the shit now and stay. The other reason is Trump may not let you back in this motherfucker, Amina. You know, and you and I know why. So now I will have to fly in to LAX in the event that they don't let you in to get my kids. Because I'm not going to, I wouldn't want that to happen. Right. So Amina says to me, Peter, if they don't let me back in, it's just meant for me to stay in Germany. I literally had to sign for my kids to go. I wasn't comfortable with it. Not at this date and time with what's going on with ICE and all this crazy shit. Hence the reason why we married. Anyway, if I'm being honest with you on some brother shit, the last thing I would never lie or cap.
You never lie. You never lie to me.
I love my kids, bro. My kids can never be home.
Real shit.
I have an apartment in Dallas. I said, Amina, just go stay in Dallas. Live there. What am I going to do in Dallas? Live rent free? Swim? Go at amenities, chill?
What y'all think so far?
I mean, what he's saying sounds good. I don't know if it's actually what he's actually doing, but it sounds good. It sounds honorable. You know what I mean? And then my thing is, what the hell is she doing with her life that she homeless? No shade, but what are you doing, sis?
She's a struggling artist. Like she came over here.
You can't be a struggling artist when you got children to feed.
She found that out the hard way. Now she married this man, and now she done went cross country.
And he's not even providing for her and the kids. This is like, I don't know.
He can't provide cross country. Like you got to be like he just said, go to Dallas. I got an apartment there. lay up for 2 months, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself straight, you know what I'm saying? Refigure things. Same plan she trying to do, she could have did here in the States, but she took the kids and went to Germany. And he had to sign off for that. He didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? But you know,
So
it's
it sounds
important
like
kids figure them out.
so it sounds like what you're saying is she could have, chilled, but she wanted to go to Germany, and so that's where she went
Right. She
instead
wanted to
of
be
letting
with her
him.
family.
Oh, okay.
Right. Instead of letting him take control. That's what it sounds like he just said.
Well, I ain't mad at that if she want to go be with her support system and her family if he ain't around.
Right. But now he's married, like that breaking up the family. Like, you making a decision on your own with the kids and, doing what you want to
So they
do.
were together, and they were both providing for the children together before she made this decision.
I don't know that part. I'm just listening to what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like there were other options before going to do all of this. Before where she's at now.
Okay.
For a little bit, give me a breather because I can't pay rent every multiple places. Get a place up in Dallas, I send them thousands every month.
Yeah.
Whatever she asked, she will get on here and tell you the truth. It's just that she wasn't able to hold her side of shit up. She felt like like, damn, this is just, I'm stressed. I need to go. So I let her go. But I had no idea that she was going to leave the world thinking that she was homeless. I bought a round trip ticket. They come back on the 23rd of August.
Right.
I got the Airbnb in LA. I was going to pay that up for a couple of months. Why I tell the world, and it's just like, I feel so fucked up. I feel a little betrayed in a way because she knows that could never be.
Yeah.
It makes me look crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's fucked up.
saying on there, I'm thank God for my family in Germany. I'm the only one that was giving her money monthly.
Wow.
I'm the reason you're in Germany. I paid for your flights and everything. Even when you got a nigga sitting at the piano playing with you that tried to line me up.
What?
Dude that's in her house playing piano with her. The nigga she was dating, but they was fighting in front of my kids. I told the nigga, don't be arguing, fighting in front of my kids.
Yeah,
Said,
why would she bring another
What you
man?
gonna do about it? I said, when I get there, me and you gonna figure it out. Whack 100 called me and said, don't pull up. The niggas is lining you up.
Word.
So now that nigga disappears. He's gone. But a month ago, they in the living room, stopping her music all the time. He stay in the living room playing piano. I'm like, Amina, why would you have him here again? Knowing the nigga is no good.
Wow.
So but listen, I don't judge. I don't say your man should be doing nothing. I just do what I got to do. My kids are there.
Yeah.
I just do what I don't want to look bitter because I don't look at her like that. I love Amina. This is how much understanding I am of Amina. A nigga hit me one day and said, Gunch, you sending money, she got to do something. She's just playing piano, doing handstands. I said, mind your business. She's a fucking artist. And I understand being an artist and going from that to trying to get a 9-to-5, regular 9-to-5, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this fucking thirst for attention and wanting to be on the blog shit it's like a drug. Because how do you say, if Amina got up there and told 100% like it was, Peter gave me every month. It just wasn't enough. The $2,000 a month wasn't enough. I couldn't cover my side. Peter looked out. It was like, thank God for my family in Germany.
Right.
We are homeless.
So he mad because she said.
So what I would have did was I wouldn't have signed for my kids to go.
I get it. He on here because he want to make sure that everybody knows that he was doing his part, and he probably feels a way about her saying thank God for her family, instead of saying he held me down and he did whatever.
Right, but it's that, and to add to that, it sounds like they weren't really together. She dating some other dude and something.
Sounds
So
like
they
he was
weren't
getting money
together.
for the kids, and that was it.
Right.
That's the extent of their relationship. And he feels a way because she then said, she was homeless, but thank God for her family in Germany, and so now she's probably in a better space or whatever. But she was painting the picture just based on what he's saying that he just left them high and dry. He didn't give a shit about her or the kids. That's what it sounds like. The picture he felt like was painted about him, and he like, no, let me come down here, to the YouTube,
damage control,
make sure,
that
people know what's really up. Yeah.
Right. At least from my side, like clearly she up and took her kids and went to Germany. She didn't mention him and all of that. She just mentioned what she's doing for herself and her family. And he's saying it's more to the story. But from what it sounded like they weren't even together. It's not like they were living in the same house together. And it sounded like she was dating somebody else and moving on. Anyway.
Yeah.
You would have to stay here and be homeless, and then go and tell the world we living in the shelter. I'm homeless. I would never, my nigga. It brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It's fucking me up.
Yeah.
But never. Let my fucking kids be homeless.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
You take care.
That's sad. He's actually breaking down, and I I receive his emotions. I think he's telling the truth here. You know, Amina has always done a lot of stuff for attention and for social media. I mean, the fact that he's breaking down, I wish he didn't have on them dark ass shades, but you can tell he's definitely emotional about it.
Your kids, let me tell you something. You take
my
them.
other kids, I send her everything. I have my other kids' mothers going, yo, you sending her thousands. What about us?
Yeah.
What about me? What about these?
Yeah.
My nigga, I would never.
I know.
Again, this is why you don't have multiple children by multiple women in so many different homes, because the kids that you are taking care of, there's going to be kids over here that you can't take care of to the fullest extent, you know, and they're going to be feeling like they're left out and they're not living the same life as these kids. This is why, once again, men, before you start having all these children by different women, you need to really realize that. You know what I'm saying? It's very important to be a stable father in all of your kids' lives, not just the ones that you choose to take care of.
I'm a lot of things. I'm a lying, cheating, old, grimy Bronx nigga. But I'm not a motherfucking deadbeat.
No, you're not. You take care of your kids all the time. You're always taking them out. You always going to school, picking them up from school.
I've never been on it. We've been on child support.
Yeah.
Never been on child support.
Right.
And it's not a testament of me doing so much. It's a testament of my character. They know I would give the shirt off my back. When I'm down, I'm down. When I'm up, I'm up. I'm not happy with this shit. And I asked her to join because I wanted to tell the world in front of me that I just left them hanging and that they was homeless. They was going to be homeless. And so she had to leave to Germany. I want her to tell the world that to me in my face. I didn't even call her offline because if she want to do this publicly, I felt a lot of people in this business, including a couple people in loving hip hop, and I don't want to be a bitch ass nigga and start calling niggas out.
Right.
But a lot of people apologize and have conversations with me offline. Now only us two heard the conversation when millions already heard what you said. And it's a shame that I got to do that with my kid's mother because I absolutely love Amina. I'm Amina's #1 fan musically. I just don't know why she would go online and say she don't know what she's going to do. We have a plan. My kids are registered in middle school for next year in LA.
Yeah.
A friend is renting out an Airbnb for $1,800 a month. I said, let me pay that up for a couple months, stay there, and then we'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out where you went homeless and where all that stuff in that apartment had to go.
Yeah.
I just went to my daughter's graduation last week. We got the kids clothes. I sent clothes last month. Here's money. Here's a little extra money for when I gave her the money for the flights. Do what you got to do. I'm calling around for these tickets for Gregory Porter for her and the moms. And I'm like, where did we go wrong? When did y'all become homeless? I absolutely, let me tell you something, bro. When I was signing that paperwork for my daughters to go to Germany, I did not feel good. Something felt wrong about that.
And you think that somebody was in her ear? You think somebody was in her ear at all?
I think this motherfucking, when the light dims and things start fading away, this is just, I don't know. Amina would have to get on here and explain it to me. But it seemed like that when I was out there, she would go live and she'd say, Peter, when you come on my live, I got all these people. I can't believe it. I made some money. I'm sitting there thinking, fuck it. She makes some money. It's all good. Get the money. But in my mind, I don't give a fuck about that stuff no more.
Oh my God. What y'all think?
I think he's just trying to do damage control like the other guy said.
Yeah, this shit is wild. I don't even understand it. This shit is like,
what I don't understand is why don't you just talk to her? Why are you coming online? So whatever,
It sounds like she not dealing with him. All the setup he had for her. Nope, I don't want that. Nope, I'm not dealing with you. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Or it sounds like if I do this for you, you can't do this. Or
Correct.
You know how you hang the counter. So it makes a
Nah,
person
there was. Oh well, yeah, you might be right. Yeah, I hear you. Because did she just up and leave, or did she? No, I'm threatening him. Like, oh, I'm taking the kids. We're going to Germany, and he come in like, no, don't do that. Go to Dallas. I got a crib for you here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, he's saying too many things. First is Dallas. First, I bought the Airbnb. They
Right.
signed up to go.
The Airbnb was on behalf of her friend. Like obviously she ain't got no support here in America, right? All she got is her sister, because I know she got a twin sister. They was doing music. I don't know where she at, but all she basically has is really him, and she ain't trying to deal with him.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
The last guy is disappeared. She said, he said he was going to line him up, but now he just out and disappeared. He ain't kicking in no money. She ain't with him. She ain't with nobody. And so she up and left. She ain't have no real support, no real money coming in, like she said, no friends supporting her. He was going to do the supporting on behalf of his kids, set her up. Nope, she don't want to deal with it. And that's what I get from it.
Oh, so he talks a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, is it for sympathy? Do you want people to say, "Yo, we praying for you. This is what you should do. You want to go fund me or something?" I don't know. I've sent thousands of dollars. And the last year, I could not even mourn my mother, my brother, or my cousin last year because I was too busy hustling to take care of these mouths, which I'm supposed to. I'm not complaining about it.
You do it all the time. You always tell me.
I don't understand. Yo, there'll be a time I send Amina
If he don't get out
$35 and have
his
$20 to my fucking name. Because guess what? I'm not working either. I'm taking every show I could take. I'll go fucking do shows I don't want to do. Yeah. I'm filming TV shows. The show I'm filming.
Told y'all these celebrities are struggling out here. It is real. The same way regular folks are struggling, the bag is not there for them either. Hence why Godfrey the comedian is the one doing this YouTube interview. The bag is not bagging right now for a lot of people. So at least Peter's being honest about that.
Filming now is a SAG. It's union. So by the time taxes get done with that, ain't nothing there, nigga. Yeah. By the time I pay my union dues. But I send every dime I got to my family, my kids. I don't wear jewelry. I don't want shit. Niggas always say, "Guns, you got the same clothes on, the same shades." Every time I see, yeah, nigga, I'm never comfortable going in the store buying myself something when my fucking kids need.
Word.
So it fucks me up, bro, to have my family embarrassed. My granddaughter texted me today and was like, embarrassed in school. What's this about?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll give you a better one, God. I feel like even if that was the case, and it's definitely not, if that was the case, why would you go on live with your kids and say you're homeless? With them laying on you and laying next to you?
It's fucking insane.
Why would you do that? Period. Then her sister, Jazz, thanked me for buying the flights to send them out there to recalibrate. I understand needing a break, stressing bills every month, being stressed out, because I do it for multiple people.
Yeah.
I have a friend that's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have another friend worth millions. I have not tapped that well. You think I won't fucking tap that well if my kid's gonna be homeless?
Word.
I posted a post where Shaq bought my mother a house. Amina went under that and posted and added that Shaq. Well, we homeless. We need a house too.
Ooh.
What the fuck?
I had to dead that.
Wait, I think.
Wow.
Yo, she is crossing all types of boundaries and lines. You don't even know. I was gonna say that's why you're supposed to get you a U.S. board.
It sounds like she is a savage too. It sounds like she's very self-centered. She only worries about herself, and that possibly she's using, her kids and her being homeless to try to like get some sympathy, like he was saying, or empathy, which is crazy to me. I'd rather work. Listen, the way I operate, I'll work 3 or 4 jobs before anybody will ever know I don't have some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't operate that way. If you can't, then that's one thing. But if you can get out there and get your ass a job, I believe in following your dreams. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you got mouths to feed, you need to keep a roof over their head. You got to do what you got to do. I don't understand why somebody would choose to be homeless rather than go get a fucking job. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like she could adapt. She's trying to do this without him, and then she would have to work, and then who's watching the kids? She ain't got the mother support.
Unless her kids are in daycare, then
she had to have money and set all of that up. Like, and he said he
go
gave
get a job.
Right, and so I don't think she don't come from that. She ain't acclimated to that. He tried to say, boggle her mind, and she can't manage all of that.
My thing is, I thought she was doing social media. How come her social media ain't popping? I'm for real, because she's an artist and she with Peter Guns is like, she didn't even come up. Like, she didn't come up at all. Like,
right. She took some time off to deal with that dude. That failed. And
it seems like it was a waste. She didn't take the opportunity.
It sounds like she's invested in other people's investment in her, as opposed to investing in herself.
Exactly.
Right, because that's their relationship. He was like producing and working on music with her and trying to get things popping, but she never got popping like that. So that's a blow. And now how are you gonna adapt? And so here we are.
They call and say, "Don't say that." Why would you do that?
Yeah.
So I hate that I'm getting emotional. And the only thing that get me emotional like that is my babies.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't fuck with the kids. I don't play with the kids. I don't like women being hit and abused, and I don't like nobody playing with kids. Not just mine, any kids. I don't do kid things.
Right.
I don't fuck around. Yeah. But especially when it comes to, my man, I could never sleep at night and be comfortable knowing my kids are home. Listen, I did a morning ride. I take my sons to school every day. I feel like wherever I'm at, the right thing to do is, help out with the kids. Take them to school. Under my caption, taking my kids to school is all of these niggas being disrespectful because Amina's saying that she's homeless. So I don't know if she's out there. Check and see if she's there. I got I also got a DM from Erica Minna saying, yo, you fucked up for posting Amina saying that she goes viral. I know I'm fucked up when somebody says that they're homeless, and I needed to get on here and really say that.
Who gives a shit about what
Erica Minna that we had a whole and everybody is telling me, Pete, don't go live. Just let it go. Just let it fester. It'll go away. Fuck
that. Yeah. She already said. Yeah, she already called, me. And, I always thought Mina was a sweetheart. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Always just respected her. You guys seem like you got along. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. So you guys just heard some of what Peter Gunz had to say. And like I said, it's an hour-long interview. I only played like the first 10 minutes. But, he got very emotional. And I believe that Amina is doing this for clout. I really do. Because if you go onto her TikTok page, she was just with Peter doing a TikTok video not even a week ago. So as you guys see here, this video is her.
Hey, if you're a parent and you live in the state of California and your child is from 0 to 12, I have
with Peter Gunz, and it clearly says a week ago. So a week ago, she was with him kicking it and everything else. Everything was all good. They're making TikToks together. Now, all of a sudden, you're in Germany homeless. Make it make sense.
I don't know that you know the answer, and I'm also not saying that you should know the answer, but I just want you to answer it because it's going to be entertaining.
Let's go.
And please don't give like a one word. Give like a thorough answer as much as you can.
Okay.
So, one guy is in love with two women. The one he's totally lying to about everything, and the other one he's completely honest about everything. Which one of the two does he love?
Oh, he loved both of them.
I knew he was going to say that.
Because he don't want to lose.
So you guys basically see this, but I feel like she's doing a lot of this for social media attention because the money for her is not money. And, she's making TikToks with her kids, but she doesn't get views like that. Here she is eating chocolate, trying to do like the little mukbang sounds. No one cares.
Yeah. Lovely to see on this. She's saying no one cares.
W's are getting so desperate.
It's so embarrassing. I definitely don't care.
And I feel like because she's not making money off of her videos, because she even told Peter that when he comes on her live, she actually makes money. But she also did another video on her page where she's showing how much she makes on TikTok, and it is not a whole lot. Check this out.
Girl.
So as you can see, she's not really making a bag. So I feel like this was a stunt for her to get attention, to go viral, and to get people to start watching her more on TikTok. And here goes a video that she made yesterday in response to Peter Gunz. So we're going to check that out right now as well.
So I just want to clear something up because this is the #1 comment I've been getting since yesterday, since I announced that I moved to Germany for a moment to figure out where we're going to live because we don't have our home anymore. Everyone's like, where Peter at? So yes, we all know he hasn't always been the best, but I have to point out that he's been there for us. He's been holding us down in the past, I want to say almost 2 years, year and a half is when I started struggling crazy, not able to cover my overhead, my bills, my rent. And he stepped up and he was there and he paid our rent a lot of the time. So oops, my light went out. I just hate seeing the bashing him right now because this wasn't my intention to put up something to bash him at all. He has nothing to do with this. I mean, he does in a way. He's my kid's father, but.
Objection. Amina's full of shit. You make a video with your children on the floor saying that you're homeless and you don't think people are going to run to your baby daddy page, Peter Gunz, and drag him and say, why are these babies homeless? Why does she not have a place to stay? You knew what you were doing, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he's not responsible for me. I'm my own grown adult, and I'm very thankful for him for holding us down. I would have been in this situation a year ago had it not been for him being there and literally holding us down and paying rent. So shout out to Peter. One thing about this whole situation, I don't want to get misconstrued. I'm so good with who I am, who I've become, how hard I work. Everything in my life is great. I take care of myself. I'm mentally and physically in the best shape I've ever been.
She sounds
Objection.
like
That makes no
not-
sense. How is
oh,
everything in your life great, but you're on social media saying that you're homeless and that if it wasn't for Peter paying your rent over the past year or so, you would have been homeless even sooner? You're talking in hieroglyphics. It's not making any sense. You're literally talking with emojis coming out the side of your head. If not mentally, at least financially, you're not in a good space. So what she's saying to me does not make any sense.
I just don't got no money.
You know, this is crazy. You know, it's like somebody trying to cry wolf.
right. She's crazy, and she sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's like I said that, but I didn't mean to say that. Why are you guys
Right.
taking it that way? Stop
Right.
it. He's a good
Right.
person.
Right. Gaslighting is what
Right.
it is. Yeah.
And it's only money. You know, I always say to myself, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. It's only money. Money comes and goes. I ain't got it right now. And I ain't had it in the past couple of years, but I believe in myself. It doesn't take away any of my greatness. And so there's so much that I can do and will do. So see ya soon. And no, he did not make me post this. I haven't even spoken to him at all. But he's in this now, thanks to y'all. So
Objection. Now, how did we get, what do you mean
No
thanks to
objection.
us? You literally made a video saying that you were homeless with your daughters and it went viral and people ran to try and have your back and question Peter as to what the hell was going on. And now it's our fault. You see how these celebrities do? They'll do things to go viral, but then when the virality doesn't help in their favor and it makes them look even worse or the other person look worse, now it's social media's fault for social mediaing. Even though nobody was thinking about Amina Butterfly before yesterday. Now, the thing that kind of bothers me with this whole situation with Amina is that a lot of people in the comment section were telling her, you know, why don't you just go get a regular job, get a 9 to 5? And
Isn't that
she's
what I
literally
said?
acting like she can't do that. It's not enough money. Like, I don't understand this mentality. So you rather be homeless than get a 9 to 5 than, you know what I'm saying, downsize your living expenses. Regular people do this every day. They go from living in houses to getting studio apartments just to make sure that they are there taking care of their children. But she's in her comment section saying that she can't work a 9 to 5. Let me go ahead and show y'all the receipts. So you see here, somebody says, nothing wrong with a 9 to 5. She replies back and says, a 9 to 5 cannot pay the rent if you have to pay for childcare and are a single person household. So there was over 141 replies. This person says, people do it every day. Somebody else says, girl, what? First step, change your mindset. I don't know what rock you're living under.
Right.
Slap in the face to all of us that work a 9 to 5 and take care of our families. That's why you're in this position now. Humble yourself. Not everyone is made to be in the music industry. Exactly. To say that, you know, you're above working a 9 to 5 is insane to me. Somebody else says, but the majority seems to be doing it and we are all fine. Someone else says, you're living out in West LA where you know it's expensive. You can move out into a more reasonable priced area until you can afford to live where you want. This is real life. You can't spend all day taking hikes, playing guitar, beaching, and frolicking around all day. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Exactly. Somebody else says, if you don't want to work a 9 to 5, just say that. But you're coming off as if you're above a 9 to 5, and that's an insult to the working class, which is basically everyone that includes single moms who are working a 9 to 5, going to school, or working 2 to 3 jobs with childcare, rent, bills, the whole 9. You got to be joking. The world is built on 9 to 5 hard work. Not everyone is on TV or wealthy or trying to figure it out, or trying to figure out how TikTok works to make money. If you don't want to work a traditional job to help your situation, then just say that.
Right.
Somebody else says, what childcare? They're school age, right? You
Correct.
were used to a certain lifestyle and didn't know how to downgrade.
Didn't I say that?
So people are dragging her, and rightfully so. This is ridiculous. She'd rather throw Peter Gunz under the bus, act like he hadn't been doing anything for her, and then turn around and say that she can't work a 9 to 5 as if her kids are, 1 and 2 in daycare. This lady is delusional. What it is she still wants to live the reality TV show lifestyle, but reality TV is not checking for her anymore. So she's been downgraded to making music and doing TikToks, and even TikTok is not TikToking for her. And that's why she's upset at making these videos. So the only thing I have to say to Amina is objection. You need to go get you a 9 to 5. You need to downgrade your lifestyle and take care of those babies. And you're lucky that you have Peter Gunz helping. A lot of single mothers, they don't even have that help from their baby's fathers. At least he's actually helping you pay your rent. You've been given opportunities that most people don't have. You're able to live in an Airbnb for several months, rent free until you can get on your feet. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to help out. He sends you money. So this is just sad. This is nothing more than a ploy for her attention. It's nothing more than her trying to get back in the algorithm, trying to drum up sympathy for her so that way she can, start a new TikTok career. And I don't think it's working out for her too well. So anyways, tea sippers, let's go ahead and get the conversation started. I look forward to hearing from you guys.
Yeah, that was a trip. I think, yeah, that was it. You did those 2 videos. But yeah, I can't believe he married her after watching that.
Oh, I thought they was already married.
They were married, but then I don't know if they're still married. I think they're divorced. But after watching that, now I'm like, why did he marry her?
I think he probably wanted to settle down with her, and begin. Like guys could start a relationship in one household. The relationship goes bad. Now he goes try to start a family with a new woman. Things go bad, go with a new woman. You know what I'm saying? She was the latest, and he actually married her.
I mean, because look, she doesn't even have a work ethic. She didn't even capitalize off of being on Love and Hip Hop. It was just like, like what everybody.
Sometimes
I mean, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I was just gonna say, like Lovey T just said, like her TikTok wasn't TikTok, and like social media and all that wasn't working out for her and getting the money that she wanted. She had to downgrade to a 9 to 5, and she didn't want to adapt to that. She wanted to play the guitar and you know what I mean, not put the kids in school and start this. You know what I mean, start to settle into life.
Mm-hmm. And also too, some people, this is why listen, after so much time passes, you shouldn't believe in this bullshit, but some people believe in, oh, he has potential. Oh, she has potential. She has dreams. She da-da-da-da-da. Listen, a goal without a dream, a goal without some sort of action plan and work is just a dream.
Yeah.
So if she's not doing something to make her dreams come true, meaning she don't have an action plan, this is what I'm going to do, this is how long it's going to take, this is what I'm going to have to sacrifice, and on and on and on, then you're right. Creative, why is he sticking around with some lady like that? But sometimes people do that. They think, oh, this person is so talented. Think about all the talented singers that don't make it. And we like, wow, she really is beautiful. She got the sex appeal and whatever else. And then you got somebody that really can't even sing that great. And they, auto-tuned out or whatever the case may be, but they got that hunger. You know what I mean? And they ready to go get it. She clearly wants to be taken care of.
Yeah. But my thing is, she was on Love and Hip Hop. Like all these women that were on Love and Hip Hop, they found a side hustle. They started businesses. They're not struggling like she is right now.
Some of them might not be, and some of them might be. But like I said before, sometimes people put together, just because they put on their Fendi in that interview in their car, that don't mean that they really making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they are. Sometimes people can parlay it and and become something else in the entertainment industry. But the entertainment industry is savage. It's full of all kinds of ghouls. But I'm just saying, I think from just this small piece of information that I've learned about this lady, she just doesn't come across as somebody that has ambition. She comes across as somebody that wants things to be given to her.
Mm-hmm.
Because instead of getting a job, you on social media talk about we homeless. Like you trying to get. I don't think Lovely T was right when she said she's trying to get clout. It just to me seems like she's trying to get sympathy and hoping that the people will say to him, "Hey, you need to go do X, Y, and Z." And it's pitiful to me. Like, how are you a whole ass parent? What are you showing your children? To just hope somebody else will take care of you? I just never been that girl. I don't understand that type of mentality. So you're not even thinking about what you gonna eat, how you gonna pay for your food? Child, I ain't got time.
Yeah, you should be thinking months ahead.
We're gonna go to grandma's and get that child care.
She ain't got no grandma here, so she don't even have
play with him. He right though.
Like she don't even have family here that she could depend on.
Right. But some people don't think like that though. That's the thing. So you know what? It could be, and I don't know this to be true or not, but it could have been that lady just was at the right place at the right time to be on Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? Because the Love and Hip Hop back in the day, they wasn't paying them people. I don't know what they paying them now, but they certainly weren't making millions of dollars. They wasn't even making hundreds of thousands of dollars. But they
her storyline is only because of Peter Guns, right? Like, who was she before?
Because of Peter Guns,
right? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that she was just this person that was out here hustling, and that's how come she became famous. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it's because he started messing with her, because I know he was playing guitar with her and everything on the show and
right. That's what I'm saying.
For her and
that's what I'm saying.
Trying to get her popping.
Right. Sometimes people, bump into the reality world and they don't really have what they act like they have, or you know what I'm saying? Like you're saying, it sounds like she became famous by default, not because she was out here hustling. You
No,
know,
for sure, for
and
sure.
maybe
Her thing was she was playing guitars out on the street for coins and for quarters and stuff. Like,
at least Jocelyn Hernandez with her drugged out stuff, at least she still was out here hustling, getting an actual job and getting TV shows. I give her that much.
well, I was gonna say
She a
earlier,
whole
I
hot
was
ass
gonna
mess
say
though.
she gonna have to get a BBL. She gonna have to get her body done, and you know, that's the next wave.
This is the thing though, just based on how she looked, even that in that video, she's not ugly. So I was
She's
thinking to myself, and I
gorgeous,
shouldn't even
right?
be
She's
thinking this,
pretty.
but I was thinking, why don't go get OnlyFans? There are a whole
No,
bunch of men.
I was gonna say it earlier. Her
Make
next
yourself
thing is
up, dress yourself up, and then put yourself on OnlyFans. And I would never tell women to do that, but I mean, I do believe you got to do what you got to fucking do. And the world we live in, you ain't got to do much now. Like back in the day when I was
BBL.
growing up, it was like you got to take your ass to college. You know what I'm saying? You got to buy a house. You got to make something of yourself. Now it's like just be a YouTube star. You know?
BBL.
I'm
BBL.
dead ass. Like it just that's all it is. And now it's also just
Not
the
a you.
OnlyFans.
They can't. She has to have she has to be creative to be a YouTube star.
Yes, and that's the other thing people don't realize. You can't just come out here. You have to entertain people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to think about the lighting. You got to get yourself ready. Creative calling me. She like, Chanel, you still coming? I'm like, shit, I just woke up. Yeah, I'm coming. Let me get my, you know what I'm saying?
No, Chanel is like the worst. You have to.
I am. I be tired. I be tired. And yes, remind me, girl, because I told you. But listen, sidebar, that's how I am. I'm that girl that makes plans early in the day. Be like, yes, let's go out to eat later. And then about 2:00, I'd be like, why the hell did I agree to this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm tired. I didn't work all day.
Yeah.
But I have good intentions, creative. I do. I just be like, girl, I'm tired. I swear to God, I'm tired. But yeah. But I came through, you know, I try to make, you know what I'm saying? I try to make it up. You know what I mean? No, but I just think you got to have more ambition. You got to have some hunger inside of you, because even a weak man doesn't want a woman that don't want shit for herself. That's not willing to work. You know what I'm saying? On some level for herself.
Yeah.
So I don't feel no pity for her. And you know, I'm a social worker. I'm a whole ass bleeding heart, you know, rebel, liberal person, and I care about everybody. But to me, what she's giving in these smaller clips is I don't give a shit about my own self enough to go work for it. You know, so how can I ever give a care about my kids? And that's really what's sad.
I don't know how can she do that and she doesn't have family, or
She doesn't have no self-respect. That's what it sounds like to me. But I thought you said she does have family in Germany. She don't have family in Germany?
In Germany, but
That's
not
where
anymore.
she's at. She's in Germany with her grandmother, with the grandmother.
So then why you on here talking about you homeless if you living with your grandma? Well, I guess anytime you live with somebody.
That was before.
Right. They exaggerating it. I mean, she is technically homeless, like, but the kids are not homeless. They not starving. They with the grandmother. That's where she lives with her mom.
Yeah, she just chasing. Okay, so I take that back. I think she is chasing clout. She's chasing, you know, I want people to talk about me type of scenario.
Yeah. Just
because
last
that's not
week,
something to be happy about. Like I wouldn't be promoting no shit like that.
And she dragged her baby daddy on the way down with her.
Well, she really didn't know. And when her first like a video, she didn't mention anything about him. Of course, it's gonna get back. Her fame is connected to him, right?
Yeah.
That she just last week was doing TikTok videos with him, and they got the most money with him. You know what I'm saying? She just she just admitted all of that, but then she decided that wasn't good enough or whatever, and she just up and left. And now this week she in Germany making posts talking about, yeah, you know, we all right, and you know, I'm just trying to, you know, get it together and figure things out, and you know, but this is where we at right now. So I think, you know, she wants to get back into social media, like I was gonna say earlier, and like you think OF, you know what I'm saying, OnlyFans, she got to use her body, her sex appeal and all that type of stuff, or something, you know, host a show or do something, like, you know, have some type of drive and ambition in the field that she's used to, or that she's gotten used to now in fame in social media. But she, you know, her recent attempts, TikTok and whatever she's doing, ain't been getting it like that. So, you know, she's gonna have to rebrand, restructure, you know.
You don't have to redo it. Is Chanel there? Chanel.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh, okay. I'm thinking about closing out the show.
Yeah, I'm thinking about we should close out the show. So
There you
I got to go to work tomorrow. I got some patients I need to see in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna be real sleepy and tired if I don't take my little self to bed.
All right. Black Manosphere, it's been cool having you on the piano.
It has.
He's
Thank you so
cooler.
much for having me.
Yeah, he's an
You
older
should come back.
gentleman. He's
You know what
wise.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely. Whenever you go live, I'll try to be here.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I like your perspective and you're respectful.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's the only reason I'm saying you should come back because you're at least respectful.
Yeah, it's very
I
respectful.
appreciate it. I know you ain't feeling me like that, Chanel. Hopefully, I can make better impression.
No. I like you. I mean, I don't know you, but you seem like a reasonable human being. So I'm with it.
Yeah, more than what we engaged with before.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we come over here to the light, because in the darkness over there on the dark side on those other panels, those are the ones that I really have to go in on. But no, you didn't do anything for me to have to like gather you. So you seem like a normal person.
Yeah, he's
so
cool.
good. It's so good. I appreciate y'all. Definitely.
But all right, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll talk to y'all later.
All
Bye,
right,
Creative.
thank you guys for
Have a good
tuning
one.
in.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Love